All right, it's time for another Modding Monday. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Let me see. Had to wait extra hour because of daylight savings. See, we didn't have daylight savings yet. Daylight savings in Europe / Germany is end of the month, I'm pretty sure. So it's gonna be a while until we have our daylight savings. How's it going? You know, I'm cooking a little bit. I'm cooking in the background, but you know how it is. I listen. What is the news? We got huge mod jam. We got Hytale modding wishlist updates like you would not believe. Okay, but let's calm down, get everyone in here, and we shall see. Okay, we're gonna get to this. You know, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. I mean, a quick question. Would you recommend the YouTube course for coding modding items for Minecraft and Hytale? I'm only working on Hytale. Yeah, so if you're just looking for items, just like pure items, then the Java course is not necessarily needed. Because if you're just looking for items with like cool interactions and stuff, usually you just need to do the asset editor, for which you don't need Java. But yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Worldgen V2 is so fun. I've been seeing... listen, oh, we got QP Tech in chat. This guy. Yeah, I got my project converted to the new V2. I've seen it. Don't you think I haven't seen your freaking crazy thing that you've done? That's insane, man. It looks so good. V2 is crazy. May I ask a question for Minecraft Java modding? You are allowed to ask whatever questions you want. Whether or not I'm answering them, that's a whole different thing. But I will try my best, okay? I'll try my best. And that's like day 3. My man's like, oh, I've just been messing around with a little bit of Worldgen V2, but it's only my 3rd day. Meanwhile, it's like a freaking broken down cityscape. Crazy cool looking, and I'm just like... Someone's gunning for that $10,000 price. Morning, did I miss anything? Absolutely not. Big, is the reason why you're 5 minutes late because of daylight savings? I don't know if daylight savings has hit you yet, okay? Because I can tell you it's not hitting us for like another 3 weeks. Let me double check. Daylight savings for us is 29th of March. Imagine that. It's so annoying, man. Can they finally get rid of this shit? I'm sorry. It's just like, it's just so annoying. Before COVID, the EU was like, oh, we should get rid of this. And then they were like, oh, now we have bigger fish to fry. And I'm just like, ugh. Also, obviously, it turns out if you have a union that spans like from the very north of the continent to almost Africa, what happens is that everyone's like, we would want the winter time, and then the other ones are like, no, we would like the summertime, and then no one can agree on anything. So I don't know. It is what it is. Price is secondary to the real potential result. Well, so you mean the real price is what you're talking about, right? Listen, I'll talk about it in just a second. Everybody goes for Worldgen. I think the reason why many people are going for Worldgen is because it's actually really easy to start and see insanely cool results. But that also will mean the competition is going to be rough. My custom recipe type for a crafting table is duplicating the leftover items after crafting. There's no shot. There is no possibility, Medicool, that is a thing that happens. Now, I know that this happened, and the reason why I'm saying this is because of the following, okay? Just give me a second. Just 1 second, okay? Just give me a second. I'll be right there with you, okay? Believe me. Just a sec. I just need to find something. And then you're going to be like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. I almost have it. I swear I almost have it. Yeah. Nope. Almost. Almost. No. Man, how long ago is this? I'm searching for your exact issue. Oh, this is it. I think this is it. Because no, this is not it. I mean, that is it, but this is actually... Okay, wait. Okay. Now... Oh, Jesus. Why is this doubled? Okay, wait a second. Okay, that's not it. This is what it is, all right? Okay, so I think... Listen to this, okay? Look at this, okay? Boom. I'm making a crafting table recipe. Not a custom... Okay, but does this happen? I'm begging you. Wait a second. So, you know... Yeah, and then Kaupenjoe do it, and then this, and then now it doubles here. This was such a crazy moment. Oh no. Okay. Something like that? Is that part of the issue? Or not? What on earth? Listen, don't even at me, okay? Yes. This has to do with the fact that whether or not you are using the correct recipe type or something like that. Something to that effect. Man, I miss Minecraft Modding Mondays. Listen, okay? I swear to you, 26.1 will launch back. So there is something about it that has to do with the recipe type that you're using. I can also link you the... I have made a 5x... Right. Okay, that's great. But like, how did you fix it, Kaupenjoe? There's a short where I'm making this. Sorry, there's a stream where I'm making the 5x5 crafting table. You could maybe go into that and look at that, but yeah. That's all I have for you right now, because I don't 100% remember how that happened either. Hola! How's everyone doing? Hope you're having a lovely day so far. It's actually been pretty good, all things considered. Okay. Grocery shopping? Check. What else did we do today? Taxes? I know. It's a grown-up thing, but it is what it is. Check. We did, what else did I do? I did, 26.1 preparations. Oh yeah, of course. Check. Yeah, so I've been cooking in the background with a little bit of Minecraft modding. It's been nice. However, they've changed a lot of shit again. Jesus, man. It's actually nuts, okay? It's actually nuts and bolts. You're a funny guy. I hope you don't go bald. I'll look into that. Finding that stream, thank you. Yeah, I believe, if I recall correctly, this shouldn't be a crazy, like, thing to solve. It's just, you just need to find it. And yep, with my icons not loaded. It's, it wouldn't use it, it generated one, so I made my own. I don't know. That's weird. Oh, Zoe, did you switch from Twitch to YouTube because there's just no one in Twitch chat right now? I get it. I understand. Listen, you were just like completely alone on there. Wait, where's this? Hey, P-Dragon! Holy schmoly. Look at this guy. Beep, beep, beep. I think we should get this as... I think it should say this, right? TTS? Hello? Wait, this...
Dragon has subscribed for 25 months. I'm still owed a gameplay.
That's true. Well, listen, I bought the freaking... I bought the thing, right? I bought the game, so don't even at me. Still lurking on Twitch too. That was nice. What's the news? Well, the first news is anyone want to make a bit of money with Hytale modding? Then you can do this one. Hytale New World's modding contest submissions are now open. 65 winners. $100,000 in prize pool. 3 categories. Absolute hype. Okay? Just insane. World Gen V2. NPCs. Experiences. And of course... Yes, I am one of the judges again. Of course, as official Hytale modding ambassador, what do you expect? Of course I have to be a judge on this. Yes, I will be a judge, and I'll be judging you harshly, okay? Especially if there's a lot of competition, okay? That's just like, there's just no other way. I mean, you know, what am I supposed to do? I mean, there's probably going to be like 1,000 freaking mods that we have to take a look at. Oh, that's going to be a rough one, man. That's going to be a crazy weekend, I guess. I don't even know. But yeah, this is going to be a crazy one, okay? This is like actually nuts. Like, you got to think about it like this. First place, 10K. Okay, that's pretty crazy. 7.5K, which is a lot for the second place. 2.5K for the third. And then 4th to 10th place all still get $1,000. You gotta remember, $1,000 was the winner of the first Hytale mod jam. They got $1,000. Now, the 4th to 10th place get 1,000. Actual insanity. Does it qualify? But my mod is world. I think you have to submit it to one of the different things. I believe. And just say what do you have. You can, however, only win 1 category in total. It involves weapon rarity. This is I want to showcase my mod. Oh, okay. This is great. It's actually crazy. It's like actually insane. This is a huge thing. And also, and this is what QP Tech has been sort of hinting at, right? $10,000. Okay, that's a big price. But that's not the real price. You know what the real prize is, right? The real prize is... Simon sitting there being like, kid, we want to hire you. We want to make you a big star. That's the real prize, I'm pretty sure, right? So this is about, for World Gen V2, 100% this is about finding the people who make insanely cool things. And I think for Experience it's the same thing, because they want to do sort of mini games at some point, right? And I think this is going to be exactly what that is. And then NPCs, obviously, I mean, come on. NPCs, this makes sense. Is the real prize glazing from Kaupenjoe? Could be. Experience is remaking the game into a new game, basically. Yes! Exactly. Well said. Basically. I mean, yeah, no. It is what it is. Holy rich. Pretty crazy, right? 100k prize pool? I'm actually playing around with the asset node editor and managed to find an interesting biome setting, trying to make flying islands. It's all possible and it's actually crazy. And I'm pretty sure the tech isn't even fully there yet. Like, it's a complete system with a simple theme. Yeah, exactly. I've seen one thing already where someone is making a programmatic spell baking in Hytale. I was just like, ooh, they almost got me. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty good one. If it's somewhat well explained, then absolutely. It's awesome, but it's so sad that I'm too dumb to understand. What? That's not true. You're just... This is not correct, okay? Don't put yourself down. If someone else came up to you and said to you, you're too dumb to understand, I think that you would probably not like that person, right? So don't say that to yourself, okay? Anything you say to yourself, if if you wouldn't be friends with a person, then don't say to yourself. I'm telling you, okay? It's fine if you're like, I didn't understand this. I don't want to invest the time. All of that's fine. But don't degrade yourself or denigrate yourself. Denigrate, right? Yeah. I think both work. I'm telling you, okay? Don't say something to yourself. If another person said that to you and you would be upset, then no. Stop that. Try to stop that in its tracks. Kaupenjoe gets outsmarted by 90s QuickTime player requirements. Yes, yeah, I mean, my PC is just too good. I just want to make my minecarts mod good. Need better mounting APIs for that. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. There's some good, wholesome advice. It is good advice. I'm just saying, you know, I'll try to play more with it. Maybe I can find better ways to learn it. Yes. There is always a way to do it. I'm just saying, right? But, yeah, so, I mean, obviously, this is big news number one. I'm telling you that's a huge opportunity, not only because of the price pool. I do think the price pool is only a second order consequence. I think the first order consequence is, in reality, this is by the way, this is my opinion. I don't know about it, but this is in my opinion, this is surely just a contest to find people to hire. Okay, I think that's what this is. Okay, just to filter out people. Also, did the Hytale team actually update the asset editor to contain descriptions for each field? I played around with it, and when hovering, it started showing stuff. Not every field has it, but it was actually there before, but they didn't enable it for some. Like, it wasn't enabled. So, yes. Easy minigame 2D camera. Camera 2D, okay. I know nothing about modding. Can I learn and win by your videos? I mean, I don't know about that. So World Gym V2 is very approachable for anyone who doesn't know modding. Okay, I think V2 is probably your best bet for it. And this is, by the way, oh, let me actually show you. Just let me actually show you the actual. Oh wait, let me do this. Boop, boop, there you go. So the Hytale New Worlds modding contest obviously posted on hytale.com. You know, you want to learn World in V2? Yeah, you could do that by you know, maybe watching Kaupenjoe. How crazy is this? Okay, how insane is this? Okay, this is the actual Hytale website. Hey, a core member of the Hytale community, Kaupenjoe, has another brilliant resource, which is the World tutorial. Highly recommended to check that out. Wow. And at the bottom, over the coming months, we'll roll out more things. Our modding ambassador, Kaupenjoe, I'm mentioned there twice. On the entire website, my name is mentioned 5 times. How insane is that? It's very insane. That's what I can tell you. Okay, it's very insane. I mean, that's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. I actually can't. But yeah. So to add a category to the tab menu. How do I change the layout? Isn't the layout depending on... I don't know. I thought that's just the order that you... Oh, good question. I don't know. I think the layout is just alphabetical. But yeah, that's like... That's huge W's, right? Like huge freaking W's over here. We talk about that in just a second. Wait a second. This is spoilers! That's not what we want to talk about yet. But yeah. Highly recommend to check this out. I'm gonna be real, this is really cool. Like I said, I will be a thing. I bet the reason they mentioned you for the video is because the other Worldin don't actually write anything custom. No, the reason they mentioned me is because they asked, hey, can we mention your video for Worldin V2? And I was like, yeah, of course. that's why they mentioned me, okay? I am, after all, the official Hytale modding ambassador, okay? Please, please. There's an error that comes up if you have mentioned in the video, open something, a file called default, and when I do V2, it helps, it gives me many lines errors. I don't... Did you like literally just do this while we were talking like 2 minutes ago? Is, yeah. Where you been? listen, okay? I am an asked for man, okay? People are always asking for my time, as you can clearly imagine, okay? Look at this corgi here. So basically, every single sort of afternoon just has always been filled with stuff to do, okay? I mean, last week was crazy, okay? We went hiking. I was, what else did I do? I had a meeting with, oh, wait a second. I had a meeting. And I want to tell you with whom. With whom did you have a meeting, Kaupenjoe? Well, in fact, it was with Hypixel themselves. Not Simon Hypixel, but with the team. Now this has culminated in a very, very interesting thing. And that interesting thing is the following. The wishlist, my dear viewers. It has continuing to grow. Look at this. We are reaching levels of modding efficiency you would not believe, okay? You would not believe it. I just got an ad. Sorry, that's rough. I don't know what else to tell you. That's rough. Would you like to join the Hypixel team at some time? I don't think so. The reasoning is because I do like to do my own thing. I have said from the very beginning I do like to do an independent sort of contractor thing, helping them 100%, but like actually in the team, like fully employed, probably not. Give me something better. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Yeah, so if we look at the modding wish list over here, we have made strides in many things. I have things to tell you that you will never believe because there's oh man. I mean, it turns out talking to like the systems director that's like made Hytale for the last 10 years, turns out you get a lot of information that's very useful. Anyway, we have many things which are accepted, okay? Number one, this has been submitted by Leeway, an OOM prefab loading issue, so there's an out-of-memory error. This is being addressed 100%. I don't know when the fix is going to come in or if the fix has already gotten in the pre-release, but this is definitely being addressed. And there's a couple of other changes. This is what I've found. Easy fix. This is what we found as well. Easy fix. And then there's a couple of things that they are definitely going to do. Basically, the improvements over here have already happened, right, in the mod assignments screen, but they want more, even better things over here. Like when it comes to mod packs, right, they want to do something there. And this is one of the most hilarious. Oh, Sketch Macaw probably not in chat today, right? That would be very funny. So, Sketch Macaw basically said, hey, you know what would be really nice? It would be really nice if there was like a batch icon updater. So instead of going manually through each of the different like items, you could just do it in a batch. They had this. They had this, but it was commented out. I don't know if they're going to ship it like 1-to-1, but that's crazy, okay? So basically this 100% going to come. And as you can see, many of the requested ones we all talked about, most of those are likely going to come in and will be accepted in some capacity. But yeah. It is pretty crazy. So this includes, by the way, wait, Might Mage, where are you? Might Mage? Parent object inheritance gets reset on world reload for some assets some of the time. I've talked to them about it. I said, listen, this is a big one. We need to... I see a card that needs modifying, by the way. We can talk about that in just a second. But basically, I talked to them about it, and they were like, that's very strange, right? And I looked at them, I like, listen, this is this and this and this and this. Crazy stuff. Basically, I'm unsure when the fix is going to come for this. They are 100% aware of this. It might be a while because they are, you know, shifting things around and you know, adjusting systems and making new systems and all of that jazz. So, you know, it's one of those things where I was talking to, that's like a little bit loud, isn't it? Because we were, for example, what we know is that we have at some point a new GUI system is going to come in, right? Like in the no assist UI, right? So how many changes are they still going to do to the current UI? I don't know, right? So that's why on some of those things we might be a while, but yeah. Generally speaking, though, you know, things like search, auto formatting, right? Lang files, stuff like that. Those are things that they are 100% looking at. Now, this is not the only crazy thing that has happened, because a couple of things right here are the following, okay? Is allowing add custom fonts to the wishlist. Okay, the custom fonts is right here. Update Lang support with more functionality. So basically using size, font, and then tokenized stats right here. This was an example provided by Pirate Software. I'll talk about this in just a second. But basically, this is a thing. Likely, as much as I understand, we might have to wait until the next UI system comes along. That's what I'm seeing here. But a big one is item and item stack components. This one's a huge one. And this is actually, I've spoken to Pirate Software himself about this. Yes, like the Pirate Software, right? Like the, let me just like, just a second. Not spoken, but like, I guess, texted. The spoken always sounds like, you know, you spoke with them like, via Discord call. It wasn't a Discord call, but it was via text on Discord. We have made contact or something like that. I don't know. And I believe right here, let me see. I think this is it, right? Am I crazy? No. That's not it. When was this? 2 days ago. No shot. This was only 2 days ago, bro. I'm going crazy.
You can go see this right here.
No, it's not 2 days ago. When was it? 3 days ago. No, 5 days ago. Literally the one stream I skipped. Okay, well, just wait a second. Just give me a second, okay? Just give me a freaking second. There we go. Okay, so you want to see something really interesting? Well, there you go. Now this is some really interesting stuff. This is a Pirate Software stream where I'm like at the top of it. Do you see me? Wait. Let me move myself. Wait, where am I? Where am I? Hello? Chat? Camera? Oh, that's not it. This guy is it. This is me. This is me. Yes. Okay. Look at this, right? This is me, and this is Thor. Wait. Oh, that's kind of awkward. There you go. Okay, there you go. That's a weird one, but yeah, that happened. So basically, this is one of his huge things that they're stuck with because they're making an MMO, and basically they're stuck with this. And now, obviously, let's just be honest. Item and item stack components, that's just that's a no-brainer, right? At the end of the day, that's a no-brainer. Has to happen, right? It's actually crazy. Because, you know, if we think about it, can't you add custom data to an item stack via metadata? Yeah, but yes, Illuminati, you could. Now, my question is the following. Now do this for a highly complex MMO system that I don't even know. I really thought you were joking about Pirate Software. No, I was not. I was not. I have him on Discord now, okay? And if there's like a thing that happens there, then, you know. So does that mean no more Modder jokes? That's probably what it means, yes. Listen, that's a thing that remains between us, okay? That's all I can tell you, okay? But yeah. But no, it's not it's actually not a joke. I do think though, this thing. So I will say this, okay? I'll say this. Do you maybe remember? Now, for some of you, it might be a long time ago. For some of you, it might be very recently. But maybe back in kindergarten or in school, you may had a project that you had to do with someone, right? In school, or maybe in kindergarten, you were paired with someone you didn't like. and you went to your parent and you're like, I don't like that person. I don't want to do anything with them. And then your mom or your dad said, listen, honey, sometimes in life, we have to do things with people we might not like. Now, I'm not saying anything that has nothing to do with the situation before. It's just an illustrative example, okay? So, it doesn't matter, okay? Just, you gotta work with everyone, okay? That's the point. Probably could have phrased that better, but you know, it is what it is. Regardless, it's fine. Yeah. Mod uses metadata to save item costs and properties, but the game says it's deprecated. Interesting. Any mods currently standing out? I've literally, like for the modding contest, I've literally only seen one singular mod so far. So, wait, did the character render on UI get accepted? I don't think so. I talked to them about it. I believe that in the current UI system, this is not easily supported. This is one of the issues. Although I think they might be looking into it. But many of the things that we've discussed over here are sort of like, you know, I don't know. Radiant here, what's up? Gideon's Archives. I know, listen, I know who Gideon is, okay? Hope someone creates an NPC system kind of like Terraria. That should be doable. Not that I would do it, but it's doable. Like, you physically could make it, let's say. I heard someone saying it's paid. When the new system comes out, we'll have to buy a license. No, that's not what paid means in that instance. If you use a... Okay. Let me think about this. Wait. I have to find a metaphor for this. Surely there's a metaphor for this, right? If... Nope, doesn't work. None of it works. I don't know. If a company has a new employee, do you pay for that new employee if you already bought the game? Of course not, right? That's the same thing when you do that. They have to do the license. Is there a reason in that in every mod UI looks bad? Client-side modding is quite restrictive right now because they're using like 3 different UI systems or like old systems. So stuff is just taking some time, right? At the end of the day, things are updating, so it's just, you know, but that's fine. You maybe talk about custom day and night stuff for World in V2. I actually have not, sadly, no. This is one of the little, like, a small things that we didn't talk about too much. Because, like, there were quite a few, and, you know, it was already a long meeting, okay? So, but, you know, now we have, like, a different sort of pipeline. Specifically, anything that has to do with the asset editor, or let's say, like, most of the asset editor things with quality of life stuff, I have, like, a person to go in and ask about. So, we'll be able to sort of escalate that further in a bit, yeah. Item patching. Yep, that is what I was going to talk about as well. So, chat, some of you might remember, we've talked about the following, okay? Overriding, patching, removing assets. We were like, okay, we can override assets, but we can't patch them and we can't, like, remove them. You can remove them theoretically by just leaving them empty, but, you know, patching was definitely missing, right? That's literally already a thing. Now you might say, Kaupenjoe, what are you talking about? That's already a thing. That's already a thing. Okay? Now, you might say, there's no way. This can't be true. Do my eyes deceive me? No, they do not. Item patching is literally already a thing. Apparently it works, and it's super easy. Now, I assume you want to know how that works, right? I'll show you. I shall show you. It's not possible to create assets in runtime. I don't know what, I mean, for me it's a problem too. Or can't you remove stuff from other packs if you go through with it? As long as it's an item pack, okay. New to the channel, I've finally been able to get you live. Yes, regarding Blockbench. Making a football soccer mod, but I can't make a ball. So, a fully round ball you're never gonna make. You have to approximate it, right? Now, to be fair, when you think about a sphere is actually not round. It just has very, very small edges, right? So, if you look at a hexagon, right? I know that that's not a... Let's go from 3D to 2D, because like that's a little bit easier. But if you look at a hexagon, right? Like that's almost a circle, right? But then you look, let's say like at a decagon, right? Now we look at a decagon. Look at this. This is almost a freaking circle, right? Like now you're at a decagon, right? You're almost at a circle, right? And then we do a, what else is there? Like a, what would that be? Hexadecagon, right? I think you could do that, right? So 16. So look at this. This is almost a circle, right? So basically, you just either approximate it if you really want an almost circular shape, or you just say, hey, "Listen, this is gonna be a circle." Done, right? I mean, there you go. Nothing else you could do. Can I implement my own render pipeline like in Minecraft? No, there's no client modding in Hytale. It's all server side. Okay, so let's make a new pack. Add new pack. We will do this. We will do it inside of the safes. This is test XL. Sure, why not? I don't know why XL, but there you go. So what we do is we copy over. I wanted to copy over Redstone Dust, but that doesn't exist. That's a different game. No. What do we have? We have poop. Sure, every time. It's always poop. There we go. Poop. Okay, we override poop. Now, you might say, okay, we override poop. What does that do? Well, we now want to make the following, okay? Poop should now be an patching asset. Sorry, this is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go right here. Boom, boom. Patching asset. Now, you might say, Kaupenjoe, there is zero possibility you can make this a patching asset. Ye of little faith, okay? So, what do I want to change for poop? I only want to change one thing. And that is, I want to change the, let's actually go here. The stack size to 100, or no, 500. And the quality should be legendary. Because let's be honest, I think that's just kind of funny. Okay, legendary, boom. Okay, those are the only two things I want to change. However, as you can clearly see within here, there's a bunch of shit that I don't care about. So what do we do? Well, first of all, we get rid of everything, right? Boom. Oh, sorry. Boom. We get rid of everything. Now, you might say, but Kaupenjoe... Oh my god. Okay. The improvements to the asset editor are going to come as well. Don't worry. Now, you might say, but Kaupenjoe, this is not going to work, right? Sure. However, if I do this, parent, super. Apply changes. Done. That is the word you need to put in for a patching asset. Now you might say, there's no way that this works. Well, you can see it written right here. If I go in and I look at poop, I get myself poop. Look at this. Boom. It's legendary. And it still has a texture, everything. It wouldn't have a texture if it just overrode everything, right? Yeah. So basically, this is like a hidden word that no one knows about. Why? Why? What is this? How does it scale for multiple mods? Oh, how about we just try it out? We just add another pack. This is the test XXXL. Sure, why not? Boom. We just make a new pack. Yeah, boom, right? So now we are in another new pack and we override that. Boom, for our XXL. Boom, okay. So we do it right here. And what do we do here? Well, how about we just change, I don't freaking know, the translation to ingredient. I don't know. Is there anything that we can change it to? Server item? No. Just go back. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna... Sure. Whatever. Anything. Fern trunk. Sure. Okay? And then we do that, right? So we change everything else. We delete everything over here except for this and for the parent. Parent super. Apply changes. Sorry, comma. That's why. There you go. Boom. Okay. So now I have 2 packs overriding ingredient poop. What is going to happen? Let's do this. Nothing is okay. Why? You might mate, it doesn't work. Why does it not work? It's supposed to work, okay? We might have to reload. No. We might have to reload because it might just take the last one and then it needs to reload. Let's just let it reload, okay? If it doesn't work, then I'm gonna be a little bit of a... Okay, it did. No. It only took the new one, but let's see. Okay, just give me a second. I really hope that this works because otherwise I might have misunderstood something. It should work. It doesn't work. Why? The second mole calls super, so it overrides all values. It shouldn't override all values. It should only override the values that you've specified, right? I think it only dropped the item quality. Oh yeah, you're right. But why did it drop the item quality though? You're right. Huh. Oh, you are correct. It did only drop the item quality. Okay, maybe that's like one of those things that's like a little bit weird. Huh. It did keep the stack size though. You're absolutely right. It did. So it is definitely overwritten by 2 different packs and it works. I think you have to overwrite your new packs poop. Yeah, but that's not the point, right? The point of a patching asset isn't so that you overwrite from a different asset. You overwrite the same asset and it applies both overrides to the same item. The second mod will call super on its original, not the mod. This doesn't make any sense. If you chain mods together, you would have to know every single mod that overrides poop in order to override that as well. That doesn't make any sense. This is not what we need, okay? That's not the point. Also, it doesn't override all of the values. It only overrides the ones that are specified within here. Because as you can clearly see, it is both 500 for its max stack size as well as has the different name. So it does work. It might just not work for every single field. That's maybe the thing that might be different. Right? So maybe if we do the, item scale over here. I don't even know if that... Yeah, that definitely does work. So you can see now the item scale has been affected here. And that's fine, right? So maybe we do too. Super just takes component. It doesn't override, guys. Exactly. Maybe newest pack priority in terms of quality. That could be the case. What else is there like we can easily see? Maybe and then on here we override the icon. Right? We scale it up a little bit. We move it about a bit. Well, let's do this. There you go. Right? So, save icon. What now? So, now this one overrides the icon property, and this one overrides the scale and this. What do we have here? Now it's legendary again, interestingly enough. Okay, that's super fascinating, isn't it? And then the scale 20 again. Let's do the scale 20 again. Okay, that does work. And now it's no longer legendary. So I think there's some things that are not possible to patch properly. Assets for the second override. I totally see overriding producing many conflicts. But now just poop. Oh, was it just poop before? Yeah, because we probably saved this one over here. So it probably... That doesn't make any sense though. So if we were to remove the icon here again. And save this. What is happening now? It's poop again. Huh. Interesting. I'm not quite sure about this. It's almost as the overloads are done in sections and it's not possible to do part of a section. Oh, wait a second. Oh, they're done in sections. I think you're so right. I actually think you're so right. But why did the stack size work then? Assets are weird, I guess. I thought that it would just work. Seems like there might be a race condition happening. I don't think it's a race condition, but like... I know what you mean though. Like you can't share override categories. Yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's a unique category in and of itself. Could be the case. It's now turned around. Oh, well. Gotta start it again. Oop. He's Kaupenjoe. What the frick does that even mean, brother? What are you even talking about? There we go. Okay. Right. 5x size, and I change it to this, and now the name is not... Well, the name doesn't change because there's no new name. Yeah. And then on this one... And then if I were to change this again to like epic, then it would take this. Yeah. Strange. This will 100% catch out every single modder who isn't a paranoid security nut. Well, sounds like patching is in but needs work. Yeah, well, I feel like there's gonna be a solution for that in some time, but I don't know. An asset patcher mod can make that patch file. True, you could do that. That's true. I want to make a world gen mod, but it requires another mod to change world height. So I can make mountains cool. I can't seem to get the world height mod to work. I mean, it depends on how much world height you really need. Yeah, Kaupenjoe, you look stressed. That's a very politically correct way to say you look bad. No, I'm in thinking mode. I feel like it's interesting. Is this stressed or thinking? Who knows? I thought that the super keyword would work a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie. It's true. Yeah, so basically, I think that it is in, but it does need some explaining. Well, so I'm pretty sure it's never used in normal, but I don't know. Right now, you were obviously thinking about stress. It's true. Super call the property of the original asset. The second mod will do the same. So in the final, both have all properties equal. Okay. Thinking is stressing 99% of the time, IMO. I don't think that that's true. That's actually kind of crazy. If 99% of your time spent thinking is stressing, I do suggest you seek out a therapist because that's not normal. That definitely is not normal. Like genuinely speaking though, I would say. I speak from experience. Yeah. I don't know. Also, you know what you can do? If you have like ruminating thoughts, right? So these are thoughts that are like that are reoccurring, right? So thoughts that come back. I'm telling you, what you're gonna have is, if they actually like come back and you're like, this doesn't make any sense. Let's say like you think of something every time you feel bad. You gotta think about it like this. Have I thought about the same thing the last 10 times I felt bad? Yes. Then this is probably not applicable to this situation, but rather this emotional field I'm in. If that is the case, you socially deep thought with tension. If there's recommend stretching while thinking, because then it associates with a positive hormone release. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I personally don't do that at all. I move my thirst mind closer. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to like, you know, listen, this is the internet. Like, who the frick knows, right? But I do think that, I would personally not associate thinking with stress at all. It highly depends on what I'm thinking about, right? Like, if it's, I don't even know. Hard to like really know what I'm thinking about, but yeah. Now that I work in a different place where I'm not pressured 24/7, work related is personal stuff. I feel much better, much happier and relaxed. Yeah, otherwise you're just in like a constant fight or flight mode, right? And that just is not good at all. Think about it this way. So you can't unravel the whole properties depending on how the properties are applied. Think about it this way. 2 mods take the base enchantments of the weapon. Yes. Right from Minecraft. What are we working on? Well, I was supposed to show you how they basically already have patching assets in the game with the super keyword. Now, while it kind of works, it doesn't quite. You know, the first day I entered stream, I introduced Therapy Thursday. That's true. You're right on that one. That's true. Can you make throwing poop only happen when you sprint? So it looks like you're running by shitting yourself. I know exactly what you want to do. Okay? Like Nyan Cat, but with poop. That's an old ass thing, okay? People are gonna be like, bro, stop talking about that. My mom makes fun of that. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Have you ever tried spawning a prefab through custom block interactions? I've not. I've tried to do, but for some reason it's not doing it. I am not sure what I'm doing wrong. I've looked into the assets format. It's failing. If I use a prefab found in there, it works, but not with prefabs from the server folder. Did you also put them into... So they don't work in your custom mod folder. So you put them under server/prefabs/ whatever the name of your custom prefab is, and then it doesn't work. But it does work if you spawn one from vanilla. Bro, stop trying to make yourself an unk. I'm telling you, bro, I don't have to do that. Everyone just does it on their own, okay? Like, that's just what happens, man. 25, you're already an unk, okay? I understand for the actual unks in chat, they're like, bro, we're still around, man. You know, meanwhile, 54-year-olds are like, bro, you're not an unk. I'm like, I know! Tell that to the rest of the freaking internet, man! They're just, it's annoying, okay? It's really annoying. Because the fact that the internet skews so young now is that, you know, they're I do wonder though, are the kids like fucking themselves up a little bit? Because you know how like there's some kids that are like, oh my god, I'm turning like 22 soon. I guess, you know, no longer a kid, but you know what I mean. Like there's like people who are like, oh, I'm turning 22 soon, and they're like, my life's over, and I'm just like, brother, are you like for real? Like they're psyching themselves out, man. I've been playing Hytale. I love Hytale overall lighting, but the player's skins looks weird. What do you have to say to that, Kaupenjoe? Don't look away from me. Look at me when I'm talking to you. How dare you? How dare you? Okay. Did I miss the big news? Yes. But I can repeat it for you. If you want to. The kids are screwing themselves mentally. They're having a midlife crisis before they're 25. Bro, imagine that. You're 21, you have your quarter life crisis. Now you're 25, now you have a midlife crisis. That's not good. That's not good at all. That's like really bad. It is what it is, man. First news, obviously, the big contest, okay? Simple Fox. I'll rewind. Okay, that's fine. How did you detach the camera like that? Press F4. And then all of a sudden you can zoom. It's called free cam. Look it up. And then I press F4 again. No, I press F3 all of a sudden. Wait. No, wait. What do I... F5? Oh yeah, F5. Now I can control the player. And I can do this. Hello, chat. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well. I'm going to throw poop at you. Poop, poop. Get pooped. Get poop. Hello? Boom. Boom. Okay, there you go. That's F5, by the way. You can switch from controlling the camera to the player. For those having a problem with assets, I had a similar issue when I started. It's just because given the option to choose an asset for what you do, you have to do a specific folder. Yep, they are, that's a thing. There's a button to change game mode. Oh, yep. Oh, also correct. That just changes from adventure mode, as you can see. Right? I'm fighting, and then oh, and now he's like, I don't care about you anymore. POV, the last thing we see before the dark brownness evolves. I don't know, but yes. For me, graphic and Hytale look flat most of the time. I think many things are changed. I don't think it's fine mostly, but I kind of know what you mean. They do want to do shader graphs at some point. So we're gonna have like some control about that, but you know, it's all in due time, man. It's all in due time. Throwing poop at the fox, right? Crazy stuff. No, it is what it is. I should have worn my brown pants today, man, with all of this. Struggle a bit midday lighting, but in the evening and morning it looks fine. I agree. I actually agree. Okay, I've been using commands all this time. Yeah, a lot of people are not aware about a couple of things. I think we're judging Hytale too early on its looks. That's true. I mean, to be fair, it's fine. You can judge it, and I mean, I'm done doing that too. But it's just the same thing that I've said with the same thing that I've said with the modding wish list, is that it's like we gotta sort of adjust a little bit of our expectations, right? It's just gonna be a lot of this stuff is gonna take time, right? Posted a giant message on Twitch. Yeah. I know. Let me try to like see this. Oh, I had a question for you. I'm having trouble getting prefabs to spawn in World Gen V2 on a server. Works fine in single player world, but it's not on servers. Interesting. I have not tried that, so I'm not sure. Also, Zoe, let me see. Initially, when making a new prefab, it's saved in the prefabs folder of the server, but they simply don't work when interacting with the blockbot if you place it in the asset zip. Yeah, but you shouldn't place them in the asset zip. That's not true. That's not true. I don't like that at all. That's not a good idea in the slightest. Not working well yet, or am I doing something wrong? I don't think you're doing anything wrong. It's just that's right weird. Yeah, what's the big news? The big news are twofold. Number one, big old modding contest. You probably have already seen this, maybe $100,000 in prize pool. Highly recommended to check this out. And the second one is that the Hytale modding wish list is schmoovin', okay? It's schmoovin', man. I'm telling you. Wait, what the heck? Okay, interesting. I'm going home. Enjoy the rest of the stream. We'll be around later today. All right. I'm going to the gym when I get home. This is the real deal, Gideon. Proud of you, man. Go for it. Get those gains, get healthy. This is exactly what I want to see, man. If we look back 3 months ago to today, you're a freaking new person, man. Good on you, man. Good on you. Ad break as you answer my question. Okay, we'll be back again for Plumbus Rick. Is this wishlist we can add? Yep. You can add. You can tag me on Twitter. You can join the Discord server, !Discord, and add a thing into the Hytale modding wishlist channel as a recommended way to go about it. And that's basically what we have. That would work. I made a Forge mod on my phone by watching your videos. On your phone? What in the hell? Plumbus Rick. I said to your question. I have not run into that issue because I haven't tried my own custom world in V2 world on a server. It might be slightly related to the issue that Zoe has, possibly, question mark, about prefabs not quite working. Maybe? Does this sound like something? Where my Minecraft? Well, I'm waiting for 26.1, my man. 26.1? We're off to the races again, okay? Obviously there's gonna be Minecraft again, okay? I'm yearning for the mines, but right now I'm like, also, I'm sorry, chat, can I complain for just a second? I'm sorry. This is actually gonna be, I'm gonna complain about it. Because I have to, okay? There's just no other way. 26.1. Where's 26.1? This guy. Okay. Like, tiny takeover, yes? Yes. That's it? Baby mobs? Tags craftable? Golden dandelions? I'ma be real. That's rough, man. That's a rough one. Like, what is this? That's fine, but this is, how is this an update? Oh, it's Kaupenjoe, this is not an update. It's a drop. Yeah, you can call a piece of shit a cake as well. Doesn't mean that it tastes like a cake. I'm sorry. These are updates. Game drops. Actual fucking craziness, man. This is insane, bro. Like, what are they doing? Like, if this year there's no giant freaking update with a new dimension or an end dimension or both, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. What are they doing? How is this an entire drop? When did Mountains of Mayhem come out? Don't at me. 9th of December. Okay, when they came out 9th of December, let's be honest, they were 100% done with this like 3 weeks before. Because they don't add that many different things over there, right? So let's even give them the 9th of December. It's January, February, March. It's exactly 3 months after this. You want to tell me this took 3 months? There's no way, man. What is this? I just... Entire Mojang office is on holiday. There's one guy in the office. Probably, man. Probably. Okay, you can even say, oh, well, maybe, you know, it was Christmas. How long is Christmas break, bro? That's not, maybe 2 weeks. Okay, so they had 2.5 months. Come on, man. That's crazy to me. I don't know, man. This is nuts to me. Like, what are they doing? Like, yeah, they're cute. They're cute. I'm even with you, okay? It's fun. That's it? That's it? What? I don't know. I don't get it. I literally don't get it. They must have like a single intern making content. At this point, I don't know. You think they just have an AI that comes up with this stuff? They're just like, Copilot, please come up with the next smallest thing that the community would still be okay with. Dude does not deserve a whole darn update. I don't know. I just don't get it. Would it be because they are doing work on Vulkan and vibrant visuals? It could actually very well be some of that, yes. I think so. I think that, Copilot would be better. This is ChatGPT. Yeah, but they would use Copilot because it's Microsoft, so they can't do that. I don't know. It's still like something about this is still like weird to me because like surely the gameplay developers and people have to be doing something, right? Because like this is like one developer and one artist, right? Because like these are not hard to make. Like I'm not saying that I could make these friggin' models. I'm just saying those aren't models that are insanely hard to make. One artist, one modder, or one modder, amazing. I don't know. Microsoft may not be far away from this. From what? The Java marketplace? You know it in your heart to be true. Know it. It's coming. The Java marketplace. Yeah, it's coming. Could also be that Minecraft is just crap, hasn't done a good update in years. That's the thing. I don't understand it, man. Maybe all teams are assigned to the monetization strategy of the Java marketplace. I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't get it. Okay. I just don't get it. Nothing works here. Yeah, it's fun. Oh, wow. Baby mobs. Oh, wow. Amazing. I don't know. I'm so confused. What's the big news? Oh, well, I don't even know. I mean, you know, maybe, just maybe. As if you don't know the big news, you frick. You are yourself. I mean, obviously, this is not big news as like most people already know about it, but this is part one of the big news, okay? Don't kneel. This is part one of the big news. You are, you know, big news is Kaupenjoe's poop mob. Oh, this. No, there's a second part of this. There's a second part of this. Okay. Which is actually more interesting to you, Neil. It's actually more interesting to you, the second part. Okay, so this is a big news part one. Big news part two. Huge update on the wish list. As I've spoken to the Hytale team. And many things are being worked on. Some things I can't talk about. It is what it is. But generally speaking, things are just things are advancing, okay? When it comes to modding stuff, they are doing crazy things in the background, but man, do these things take time, right? So what I want to highlight, actually, this is a thing that we've talked about a long time ago. I have at this point pushed it down. So this is the custom keybinds. Some of you might remember when we sort of thought about the system. Now they are already reworking the input system, and it's probably not going to look like this. And I understand why, because you can design a system in a good way. This is not a bad system for keybinding, right? So you register the keybind like this, right? There's like different methods that get called, or you know, you reference different methods, and then these are like the handle methods that get called, right? Like if a down event is pressed, then this is called. This is fine for a genuine like keybind system if you wanted to make that. That is great on its own if you have no other system. Yeah, if you have no other system. The issue is if you're designing a system in vacuum, this would be fine. Yeah, but we're not designing in vacuum, nor are we? No, we're designing with this. So if we go in and we look at this is the client, nope, player movement. Oh Jesus, I think that's what it's called, right? Client movement. Yep, there it is. This is a packet sent to the server. This is the client movement that gets sent in one of the ports of the input system. Yeah, so like, how does this factor into it? So it would just be like a system made on top of it. Not a good idea. Big news? Absolutely not. He's proud to announce his new update, Tidy Takeover. First of all, okay. First of all, I am not tiny, okay? Chat, tell me this honestly. How tall do you think I am? Okay? I've told this before, but let's just see. You can do American measurements or the correct one in meters or centimeters, but let's just see. Let's just see. What do we say? Okay? 4'11"? 5'8", 7 feet. 5'10". 4'11" is crazy work, bro. 166, 184, 5'10". 180, I think. 6'7". 6'7", 184. Huh. I think you're 3 feet tall. Nice. 5'5". That's crazy, bro. Sorry, 3 feet. I overestimated the average height of Joe's. 5'5", 6 feet. Oof. I don't know. I just go with average height because it's hard to tell. It's very hard to tell, right? Like, obviously on this you can't tell anyway, right? Like, that's like a thing. 6'9". Yeah, I see. I think I'm pretty much exactly average. Average height, German male. Let me see. German male. The average height... Oh, no, I'm actually slightly below. What the fuck? The average height for an adult male in Germany is approximately 180 centimeters. Some data indicates ranges between 179 and 181. So on r/map_pron, it was this 187, which is exactly my height. About 6 centimeters on my screen. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, your head is looking a little low in your chair, though. It's because I'm like leaning back. Okay, let me sit down properly. Okay, now I'm sitting upright. Look at this. Now I'm sitting upright. What now? Upright, lean back. Oh boy. Yeah, anyway, I'm 178. I'm 178. How the fuck? 184 is actually insane, okay? How the frick did the Netherlands do this? Oh my god. This is so smart, okay? You know how the Netherlands, like most of the Netherlands, should literally be the ocean? And they have like giant pumps that pump out like millions of like gallons of water every day so that they're not flooded? That's why they're taller! Because they should all be underwater like 3 feet. Evolution, man. It just makes sense. Oh yeah, well that's okay, whatever. It's fine. Okay, that's okay. Some people are 190 plus. That's true. I beat you by an inch. Man, that's crazy. You Germans have 1 centimeter over Italians. Yeah, it's average anyway, so it doesn't, I don't know. You know. It's just, exactly, they're compensating to be on eye level with average elevation. Yes. Yes, exactly that. I'm 210. What the hell? I love how you say shorty. Bro, you're just a fucking mountain, bro. 210 is insane. There's a lot more to do with diet. Isn't like height, like, wouldn't height be mostly genetic? How much variance in height is genetic? Approximately 80%. They say between 60 and 90%. That means that between 20 to 40% is influenced by environmental factors, primarily nutrition during childhood and adolescence. Makes sense. But I do think it makes sense, right? But yeah. Can I mod my height? Yeah, that would be... Height is purely genetic. I don't think it's purely genetic. That wouldn't make any sense. If it was purely genetic, then... I don't know. I feel like there's basically not a single thing that's purely genetic. Let me think about this. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Like, okay, it depends on how deep you want to go. You could say, oh, well, it's genetic because you have like epigenes that turn on, like genes that turn on that code for new proteins because you're in an environment that then does that. Okay, then everything is genetic, but that doesn't, like, come on, okay? Like, that's kind of, at that point, that seems like a reductive statement that doesn't really go to the fact that what we wanted to talk about, I think. But yeah. 6'1" feel short near him. What is the meaning of Kaupenjoe? It's my name, man. It doesn't have to have a meaning, okay? I'm the Joe of the Kaupens. I'm the Kaupens of the Joe. I'm Kaupenjoe. You can make homing projectiles? You could probably make that, yeah. Meats end up having taller bone density on average. Along with wheats and long-lasting meals. Yeah, I'm not the tallest around. I've seen taller normally. It's very strange because I had a friend who he was like 198 or something like that. And he was like, bro, all my friends are really big. And I was like, I mean, yeah, it can be the case that you have like a lot of tall friends. But it doesn't make any sense because he's like, everyone's so tall, right? And I'm like, no, you just have a biased sample. It doesn't, like, if you go into a basketball court, you have a biased sample, right? Did you see the comment that fell over Germany yesterday? There was a comment that fell over Germany yesterday? There's no way, bro. What? Meteor visible over parts of Western Europe. Hits building? What? In Koblenz, Germany. What the fuck? That's crazy, bro. Tiles in the bedroom damaged. That's insane, bro. What the fuck? What in the actual... What is this, bro? What in the...
Was hier am Himmel glüht, ist ein Meteorit.
What the fuck?
Aufgenommen gestern Abend in Rheinland-Pfalz. Ein Exemplar landet im Dach dieses Wohnhauses in Koblenz-Gülz. Das Loch im Dach ist mit Klebeband notdürftig.
Oh, look at this! They put duct tape on it.
Im Hof des Hauses suchen Experten heute nach den Kostbarkeiten.
Yeah, of course.
Das Problem ist, dass es jetzt unter den Witterungseinflüssen sehr schnell verwittern wird und
Show it.
Er hat rund 500 Exemplare.
Okay, this guy is...
Die Fragmente aus Stein und Eisen Farbelten.
Look at this guy. This is crazy stuff. What in the actual frick, bro? It's a football-sized hole. Holy schmoly, man. Imagine you're sleeping, all of a sudden, boom! What the hell? Not everyone can... Listen, not everyone can say that they were hit by a meteorite. Right? That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. Okay, that's actually... Yeah. I'm surprised I wasn't already following the channel. I came across the stream while looking in the GeckoLib Discord. Oh, awesome! Wayfarer, thank you for the follow, but yeah. It is what it is. That's crazy. I'm surprised the government allowed him to keep it. It's meteorites. I mean, depends on how big it is. It was like this big, right? But like the thing about it is that if it's like has a lot of velocity, obviously the amount of force that it has is going to be much crazier. You can brag now that you got hit by a meteorite. True. It wasn't even anywhere near me. It was in Koblenz, bro. Koblenz is like ways away. So I got nothing. Depending on how it like approached, I wouldn't have seen it. I also didn't see the night the what was it? The freaking lights. I don't know, are you working on any cool mods yourself, Mr. Kaupen? I have a couple of ideas. So for Hytale right now, all of my ideas go outside of the system that I can like probably implement them. So right now I'm just focused on trying to, you know, get input from the community. I've been talking to many a big sort of mod development teams, and if they hit me up with things, and I'm trying to, you know, deal with things on the Hytale modding wishlist. As for Minecraft, I have some ideas. However, I'm at the very least waiting for 26.1 to do anything. Listen, no, we're probably not going to do resource slimes in 26.1 because it's a bit too much, but yeah. Salutations, Kaupenjoe. Hello, cute is WD. Wasn't there someone at some point that got smacked by a tiny meteor through their window and got burn marks? Jesus, that's crazy. Is there a good up-to-date guide on Minecraft modding? Depends. Big news announced already. Well, I could just give you a quick recap, WD. I think didn't I show you this before? So the one of the big news is obviously the modding contest right here, 100k. I think we talked about this previously, right? This is part one of the news. You know, you might want to look at it. I'm just saying, you might want to look at it. That's part one of the news. Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, and then the second part is this one right here, which is the modding wish list. Basically, things are getting done, okay? That was the second big part of the news that I wanted to, like, desperately cover, basically. Because, stuff's happening. Yeah. They're moving forward. I mean, you know, what am I supposed to say? I mean, it would be nice if they were moving forward quicker, but at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, we have to be realistic, right? And to be fair, and I want to say this, when there was an acute issue, so for example, custom instances dungeons no longer working, they fixed this within 1 week on like a pre-release cycle. So that's pretty cool. So if there are acute problems and people come to me with them, then they get fixed quite quickly. So I think that's pretty fair. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah. Also, Priceman, on terms of an up-to-date modding guide, I highly recommend you stick with 1.21.1 until 26.1 is out. An updated guide, I don't know of anyone. I think maybe Turdy has something, although I'm not sure. Let me see. Turdy. I don't know what the last version is, Turdy, where he did tutorials in. No, he also did 1.21.1. Because no one is doing any of the new versions. I'm gonna be real, man. 1.21.1 or wait until 26.1 comes out and then we going, okay? Then we going. The biggest yet smallest surprise for me was Hytale that they hired Jelly Squid. Yeah. All that must have are done already, so that's fire. Yeah. There's a couple of must-haves. There's like 2 or 3 different bugs, but and I think, I mean, the issue here is that I think we talked about this, like the keybinds. I designed them without the system that already exists in place, and this is just stupid. It's not smart design. And they are working on a new input system. And then modifiable world gen v1, they pretty much said they might not touch it. It highly depends. They might change something if they go back over here, but they really don't want to do anything with world gen v1 anymore. So it might be custom solutions for now. Alternatively, though, many people are just turning to making custom v2 things in like custom instances, so that's fine too. How can I make it so that when Gradle runs the run server thing, it not only loads my mod, but also dependency mods? Wouldn't you have to, quote unquote, just add your dependency mods to your, to the run folder? Couldn't you add them into the run folder? Mods? And if they're dependencies, you can add them as a dependency into IntelliJ theoretically, right? On Grail, you need to either do an implementation. Okay, compile, that doesn't work on that. Compile only and runtime only are Gradle things that are done by NeoForge. Those are not like Gradle things that exist in Gradle. As you can see, this doesn't exist. Yes, this doesn't exist. This is something that has happened like on from like the Hytale mod plugin. Those are like actually custom things, which is kind of crazy. I agree, but yeah. Fabric has the same thing. Fabric actually has an even better thing. Okay. So you know how you liked, okay, this is, I'm gonna blow your mind, okay? So WD, the Fabric hater is in-house, okay? And I'm gonna teach you something, okay? Nope, they're not copying. They actually had something before, okay? Exactly, Fabric has included mods. You know what that means? That means jar and jar. You know how you were like, oh, jar and jar is such a cool feature. Fabric, you can just say include, and it just includes the mod that you put in there into your own jar file. Boom! And you can say that Fabric is stupid poopy, but at least you have to admit that's a cool feature. You still use the same template. I switched around with like many different templates. Is it just like Neo jar jar? No, Neo is crap at including. Oh, and KP Dragon is #1 NeoForge hater. Don't do this! Stop doing this. Stop doing this. Please. Yeah. It's not okay. I don't hate Neo. Okay, that's fine. Fine then. What the heck? What in the fuck? What the fuck? That's interesting. That's very interesting. So someone joined the Discord server. And the first thing they did is they made a new thread in rules and guidelines. Like in the rules and guidelines channel. Obviously, shouldn't be the case that you can do that. And they didn't. Or they can't anymore. So thank you for doing that, because that means that I was able to fix it. Thank you. That's the trailer. That's kind of crazy, man. Not gonna lie. That's some insane stuff right there, man. Of all the things, that was not the case. Well, there you go. Let's just make sure that none of the other ones have anything. No, for some reason, all of the other ones, I've just, like, removed them. Isn't that crazy? Well, there you go. Discord literally suggests you make a thread if you can't send messages, but you can make threads. Oh, wow, that's great. To be fair, kind of crazy that they, like, what do you mean this isn't an issue at all? Let me see this again. I feel like there's a permission issue here. What was the other one? I think my man did, I think my man didn't even want to make one. Okay, that's really funny. Okay, delete thread, yes. Delete thread, yes. Delete thread, yes. Boom. There are no more threads active. Nice. That's kind of funny though. Never crossed my mind, to be honest. I mean, to be fair, I would have thought that that's just turned off. But for some reason, it wasn't. So that's interesting. And now I just need to make sure that all of them are turned off, because that's kind of stupid, man. Just in case, you know? I'm just double checking out here. Yeah, that's fine. Add reactions is totally fine, man. I love them, the adding of reactions right here. Da, 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 da. Add reactions. Nope, that's also all turned off. I feel like all of the other ones are turned off. So weird, man. Genuinely just like weird AF. Oh, those are no longer. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we should be good. What a weird thing. Did I miss the big news? Yes, the big news are two parts. One that you probably know and the other one you don't. Part one of the big news. You may have already seen it. Hytale New Worlds modding contest. And by the way, I will be a judge. I will be a judge of this. So get yourself some Hytale modding things and get yourself up to $100,000 in prize pool. So first place over here, 10k. First place over here, 10k. First place over here, 10k. Boom, boom, boom. Pretty freaking crazy stuff. That's number one. Is the community mod stream ever gonna happen? Oh, Jesus, man. I genuinely, let me write this down for next week. I'm not even kidding. I literally just forgot about it. Okay. At stream. Community mod showcases. Okay, let me actually go even further, okay? Let me actually go further. Let me literally create that stream right now. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Minecraft, no. There you go. Hytale mod, sorry, what would you say? Community mod showcases. Community Hytale mod showcases. Boom. Boom. Yes. Next modding Monday. Yes. I will keep it unlisted because otherwise you freaks don't know which to look for, but I have created already. Boom. Okay, so we are cooking for next week on that, okay? Because I swear to God, I actually completely, it wasn't even a thing that was within my perception anymore, okay? It's just weird, man. It's just weird. Could use a bit of a university fund cushion. I mean, to be fair, given the fact that it's like 4th to 10th place also still gets $1,000, it's not bad. Pretty good, right? Why the hell does it not run and I get package ASMX mix and does not exist? Are we talking about Hytale or... Are we looking at Hytale or Minecraft? Maybe for the best, to be honest, because we might see some in-progress contest mods. We could actually, maybe. It's not impossible. I need to go home from work. I want to mod now. Nice. See, this is the effect that I have on people, okay? My aura exudes modding, okay? They are like, whoa, we want to mod over here. I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we want to hear and see, okay? I'm using my mod that forks fabric that works for Hytale. I'm using a mod that is a fork of fabric that works for Hytale. What in the actual... I don't even... What the heck? What? I'm excited to join the contest, but struggling with finding docs and guides on NPCs and bosses. Yeah. So really the biggest thing that we have in terms of the biggest thing that we have is Hytale modding dev, right? Like for documentation. Because the NPC stuff, the NPC documentation right here is from the actual Hypixel team. This is like the actual documentation that they also have. That's probably the best that you can draw on. Second thing, you look at the NPCs that already exist in Hytale And third thing, you download the NPC, what is it called? Visual script thing, right? If we take a look at this, let me just see. Oh, this is, no. Let me go here. God damn it, man. Let me go here. Thank you. That is Hytale. Founder of Hytale. There you go. I think they linked it right here, right? Yeah, they did. Oh, by the way, only works on Windows. Ooh. NPC editor. This is a standalone NPC template editor. Instead of working directly with the raw JSON files, you can download it right here. cdnhytale.com NPC visual editor. Boom. There we go. That's the thing. Highly recommend it, and as you can see that, and also the more information. Hytale.com. Yeah. It's okay, but yeah. So for NPCs, it's going to be rough, but it is possible. It's still going to be not easy, let's say. You know, that's just what's going to happen. I mean, not that much we can do. Example of a Praetorian. Yeah. Let me see. What does the notification say? Ooh, Slightly tweeted 5 minutes ago. Let's see. What did he say? He retweeted. Who let the dogs out? Oh, that's funny. Who let the dogs out? Woof, 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 woof. By the marketing team. I mean, sure. But like, I don't know. Couldn't they? I mean, come on, guys. Couldn't you have just called this Curse Forge or something? What up, dog? What's an up dog? What's up, dog? Yeah. Do I ever scroll up? No, but I can answer your question. Do I copy the teleport block, or can I set a function to do a teleport with a new key? It depends on what you mean by that. So do you want to use the hub teleport, or do you want to use like, so do you want to go in and use one of these teleportation things or another? Right? So if we look at the teleporter over here, this is a teleporter, right? This actually takes you from one teleporter to another. Don't use this one. Use a portal, okay? So either you can use, I mean, it depends on what you want to do. If you want to go to a new instance, you can use the ancient gateway and a custom fragment to basically interact with this, summon the portal, and then this takes you to a new instance that we've just summoned. Now this might crash the game because I don't know actually where I'm going, but there you go. Now I'm in the Silent Henges, which is going to be available for 5 minutes until the portal closes, right? That's the thing. And then I can do /leave. There you go. And then the other thing that exists are the Return, the Void Invasion, the Forgotten, and the Temple Exit. So those are different portals right here. Those are portals that go to specific things. And then there's also the Hub portal. So if I go, oh, this is that's an asset editor thing. So this is the Hub portal and the Tiger portal right here, right? So those are these ones right here. Where was it? Am I crazy? Did I not give them to myself just now? Equip item? Equip item? Equip item? Have I lost my mind? I might have. Why is this not being given to me? Give hub underscore, oh, give Kaupenjoe hub underscore portal underscore zone 3 underscore tiger 1. Okay, there we go. I don't know why equip item doesn't work. That's weird. Portal default. There you go. Need to read the first question. The first question. It instance that I want made a new key and the instance. That would work. What is our agenda for today's stream? Quite late. Well, I talked about the modding contest that is currently equip item button has broken for me since yesterday. Okay, that's fair. We've talked first about tiny takeover. No, we first talked about obviously the 100,000 buckaroos right here. Contest, pretty neat. Then we talked about the modding wishlist continuing to go, and now I'm trying to figure out what the problem with the custom instances. So theoretically, oh geez, sorry. Oh. If you make a custom custom fragment for the ancient gateway, you should be able to do it via the I think it works via the instance. I'm trying to create a rocket ship. Okay, I understand. I think that's harder. That's very much harder. Yeah, a rocket ship seems very hard. I got no idea about that one. Custom portal? Let's make some custom portal stuff. Custom rocket ship? That's a bit of a different situation. For the time being, I suggest if you have cool ideas to just go with a portal for now. People won't be mad about that, but at least they can play some stuff. But yeah. Make me a portal to a forest. Kind of like this. Kind of like this. This forest. Would you like this forest over here? Or is this too northern for you? Is this too much of a taiga? Like full-on dense forest. Why would I do that? You can do this yourself, okay? Listen, I can't help you. As a judge, I would then need to give you 0, 0, 0 in all categories. You know how it is, okay? I can't work on things myself, man. Do I copy the portal asset? I mean, like I said, if it's like an actual rocket, I don't... Like, I'm just sort of thinking you would probably need to make a custom entity that is mountable. Like a custom NPC that is mountable, that moves into the sky. And then what you would need to check is whether or not the player is mounting that particular entity. And if the player reaches a certain Y level, then you teleport via code. So it most likely would need to be a custom plugin. So this is not only harder, it's most likely quite more complicated. But that's the only thing that I think about it. Don't show me the steps then. What are you talking about, bro? Show me the steps. I was thinking about a temporary dimension that was only forest. Yeah, that's literally exactly what the ancient gateway is used for, as it creates a time limit instance. So this is an instanced like an instance fragment of something. That would work, yeah. As I'm away from my copy of Hytale, is it possible to open the World Gen V2, but you are in the node editor and see how they are doing stuff? Is it possible to open for the world you are in? Oh, so this one right here, I think so. Yes. Could I then change it live? That one I don't know about. Theoretically, no, because because that's in the zip file. So probably not exactly. You could probably copy it over and then change it from there. So you should be able to do it. Yes. You would be able to do it. Couldn't you just reskin a portal asset? Set some serial interactions to delay it. Maybe, actually. Maybe. The thing that I said was just the first thing that came to my mind that for me personally, would probably be the easiest. I would guess. But yes. Also, do you know about this? So I go into the back to the normal world, right? And we would think that where I spawn is where I set down the taiga biome, right? Look at this. I spawn right here. And now what you'll find is that this is a completely new world. And you're like, Kaupenjoe, what are you talking about? Well, if I go back to the taiga, I'm going to spawn where the other portal is placed. Right here, right? If I now go in, I spawn back at the portal. That's strange, isn't it? Right? But we made one skip. Like, we created one new world. Now, you might ask yourself why this is the case. I can tell you why. Because this is a bug that I've discovered, and I have already told the team about, and they are hopefully going to fix it in the next pre-release. And it's the following. This is New World 20. If I show you the worlds that I have, let me show you the world. I have a Taiga Zone 3. Alright. Now I have a default world and a default world. Oh. Oh my. Yep. Because the default portal goes to the world called... Wait, what is this? It's behavior, right? Interactions. It goes to the world called default_world. Well, that's a bit of an issue. Because that's not the name of the default world. The name of the default world is called default. So yeah, that's a bit of a typo right there. That's strange. But yeah. Shining, shimmering cubes. That's true. I can show you the world. Shining, shimmering lanes. You know what would have prevented this if it was data gen, unironically. Not true. It's true. You're right. I will claim this now. I've claimed this castle. For Germany. There you go. That was pretty good! That was pretty good. I like it, actually. Okay, kind of stupid, but that's okay. Boop, boop, boop. By the way, you know what's one of the worst things ever? You know how if I set down a chest right here, right? Boom. A high roller chest. Right? I set it down. Boom, 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 boom. Right? And now if I want to open it, you know how I do it? I press F, right? Boom. And now the next thing is, you know what happens? I increase my speed with F2, right? That's also great, right? And then I change my game mode with O. If after this you switch to Minecraft, you are in a heck of a lot of trouble. Because what you're gonna do constantly when trying to open an inventory is switch things to your freaking offhand, and then I keep making freaking screenshots because I'm trying to increase my speed multiplier. And then I'm pressing O and nothing happens. Oh my god, WD. Can you make a Minecraft mod that's like Hytale keybinds? Surely you could do that, right? Not necessarily for the opening of the... Listen, I don't need it for the opening of the menus. But I at least want like the F2 and the F3 with a speed multiplier. IMO, the speed multiplier thing is like genuinely so good. Like that's something that like surely we could use, right? Basically only that. I don't need the opening with this. I actually quite dislike it. I've gotten used to it. I'm sorry. I've gotten used to it. I'm done. Because like the issue is that I've gotten used to this at this point. I prefer F. Okay, so that's for changing the game mode. Okay. What about the speed? The speed and the collision theoretically. I guess the speed. What do you think about the speed though? I'm talking about the speed. I'm okay with F3, F4. I don't mind that. But what about the speed? The problem is how Minecraft handles, yeah, changing this to spectator, which you can then speed up. Yeah, but I have to then freaking scroll my scroll wheel on spectator, bro. Takes forever. I don't like that. Okay. Not a fan of that one. Boom. Oh wait, that's, what is this? Gravel. Well, I guess gravel doesn't have a gravity. Sand does though. I was trying to be clever. I would rather scroll than have a spam button until I get the right number. Hytale is less realistic than Minecraft. What does that even mean? Oh, that... I mean, I'm sorry. This is also not realistic. E. I mean, it was prophesized, man. I don't know what I can tell you, bro. E. When does the modding event end? On the 28th of April, which is my birthday. Submissions close April 28th. And yes, that is actually my birthday. Isn't that neat? That's why I remember it. Because I was like, oh, I know this date. This date has significance to me. It is my birthday. It's an hero. Hero? This is my jump button. Don't listen to this man about keybinds. I'm still having flashbacks to jumping on E. Now, we can also make this like half grass, right? Like, how about we do this? Look at this, okay? So we do this. Wait, we do this. Then this. And then this. Yes. Look at that. E. Why does this not work? What the? What? What the? Huh? Since when? What? Since when is full grass? Since when is that door dirty on the underneath? What do you mean? Well, that's weird. I don't like how this doesn't properly do it. Huh. Press E to jumpy, yeah. I don't like it when people overthink things super realistic. It's a game, yeah. I mean, I agree and disagree with things like this because sometimes it is that is used to defend very bad design sometimes, right? Where you're like, or you know, bad storytelling. You know, what was it? One of the actors from Game of Thrones. So Samuel Tarly, right? Like the actor from Game of Thrones. This guy right here. He was on a show, and basically he was like, someone was complaining about him staying fat if he's like working at the Night's Watch, right? Fair. In my opinion, very fair. Because that would definitely not happen, right? If you're there, at some point you would lose weight. That's just what's gonna happen. Now, he said, there are dragons in this world, and you're complaining about this? Yes, I am complaining about that. Because thermodynamics still exists in Game of Thrones, right? That's the point. So, it doesn't, like... Yes, just because there's dragon doesn't mean that all of a sudden things can walk on the, like, you know, chickens don't fall out of the sky, and when it rains, it's actually piss. Things like that don't happen, right? Everything else stays normal. There's just some magical elements, right? So, yes. Someone who is fat, who would go into an environment where there's barely any calories, would lose weight over months and months and years. I don't know. So yes, then it has to be realistic. But it's fantasy. Yeah, but that has to be realistic. In order to enjoy fantasy, you still need the world to be normal. Or if it's not normal, that's fine, but then it has to be part of the fantasy, if that makes sense. You know? Maybe it's just this bone structure. You're working out with the knights, and any level of manual labor, you will lose weight. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, it's just not... Yeah. I don't know. I'm just... that's what I mean. It's just like, it's not... You know, realistic. I agree that things don't have to be realistic, but it depends on... I think it depends on the context of what it's meant, what it is meant, if that makes sense. Because, like, I agree, but I really do not like the other way where they're like, oh, it doesn't have to be realistic because, like, oh, it has dragons, so why do we have gravity then, right? It's like, sort of like, yeah, because, you know, you didn't need to mention that you have gravity because that was assumed, right? That was assumed that that's the case, so I don't know. I don't like many games or mods implementations of thirst and temperature or sanity. I think those are hard things to implement. I think, then more importantly, it helps the storytelling. Coherence is a huge world. Yes, yes. Also, what is the other thing? It is called ludonarrative dissonance. No, that's not what it is, actually. What's the other thing that I was thinking about? Ludonarrative dissonance is the conflict between a video game's narrative and its non-interactive elements. That's not what I was thinking about. It's the other word. Suspension of disbelief? I mean, kind of, right? But, like, that's not... There's another word for this, no? Suspension of disbelief? You know what suspension of disbelief is in German? This is actually, like, one of the most hilarious things I've ever read. So, suspension of disbelief, right? There's a German language article for this. It is called willentliche Aussetzung der Ungläubigkeit. That's insane, bro. Really, man? Really? I mean, I guess that's what it would be translated to, but that's kind of... I don't know about that one. That's kind of stupid, in my opinion. That's... I don't know. Sounds a bit crazy. Sanity mechanics can be fun. I think so, too. The problem with hunger and thirst systems is that they take on an extra layer of annoyance in the game because we can't take pleasure the same way. True! Actually, so true. Don't get me wrong, I like realism in fantasy games. If you implemented a thirst system like in a Dark Souls game. It's okay that it's not realistic as long as it follows whatever rules it has set for itself. Yes! Oh, wait a second. No. You're right. There is a term for this. This is I know it. Okay. Fantasy. Story. Following rules. It has set word. No. You don't understand. AI mode. Give it to me. The AI is going to figure it out. Internal consistency. Yeah, but there's a word for it. There's a word for it. No! There's a word for it. It's not... Verisimilitude! Boom! I fucking knew that there was a word. Verisimilitude is the word. Yes. There it is. Verisimilitude. Let me see. Verisimilitude in philosophy, in fiction. There we go. That's what I want to see. Yeah. Is lifelikeness or believableness in work of fiction? Work comes from cultural verb, plausible. Yes. Distinguishes between two types: generic, Meaning plausible of a fictional work within the bounds of its own genre. Yes. There we go. For example, a musical. Makes sense. If people keep going, never heard of that word. I have heard about this word before. Verisimilitude. I don't want to edit it. Thank you. Yeah. The idea is that you accept, if you accept the axioms of the world itself, then you just accept those, right? This is like the suspension of disbelief. French would be vraisemblance, I guess. Vraisemblance. How's that for my French? Je suis Kaupenjoe. Je m'appelle Kaupenjoe. Comment tu t'appelles? Ça va? Ça va bien. Mon ami. I love the word very similar because it's literally just very similar. Very similar, very similar. What the heck? Verisimilitude also exists in French. There you go. I love the word. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. Why is there... Okay, this is scary music right here. You don't need the scary music. That's okay. Fancy word. I mean, look, I mean, I don't know every word. Like, listen, sometimes it's just weird. Do you know this one, XKCD? Yeah, you know it. Yeah, 10,000 people, I think it is, right? Oh, yeah. This one's a good one. This is a good one, right? This is a really good XKCD. You probably don't know about it because you're probably some of the people, one of the 10,000. I'm trying to make fun of people admitting they don't know things. So this is specifically for like things that just like aren't, like you just don't know because it's like, because for each thing everyone knows by the time they're adults, every day there are on average 10,000 people in the US, just in the US, about hearing it for the first time. Now, think about it like this. If it's 10,000 people in the US, that's going to be probably, I mean, 500,000 people worldwide or something like that. That checks out, right? 10x would be 100? Not quite. That would be 3 billion, so 200,000 worldwide, right? So like actually crazy stuff. So yeah. The Diet Coke and Mentos thing. That's crazy, right? Okay. Genuinely. The issue is no one's gonna be honest right now. No one's gonna be honest right now. I wanted to ask if you type 1 if you know the Diet Coke and Mentos thing, and type 2 if you don't know what Diet Coke and Mentos does. But let's be honest, everyone's gonna be like, I don't know what it does. What does Coke and Mentos do? What? What does that mean? So you can't do it. So I don't know. Okay, most people do know about it. Okay, fair enough. Elephant toothpaste. That's true. Elephant toothpaste is pretty good as well. That's true. Is it just called that because it looks like toothpaste and is like really big? Is that like actually where the name comes from? That's the only reason, right? Hydrogen peroxide. Oh boy. Oh, interesting. I know what it does. Yeah, that's fair. You think toothpaste got its name from the nuclear thing or the other way around? What nuclear thing? Nuclear. We shouldn't say that word. YouTube's gonna be like, oh, nope. You're not allowed to do that. You know how it is. But yeah. What, really? I don't know. YouTube is stupid at this point. YouTube's going crazy, man. All the time. People are censoring. Like, there's sometimes in shorts. Now, I think that sometimes people are a little bit over censoring, but like sometimes they, you know how they censor like words? I swear to God, I don't know what what it was. But like, there's some words, and then they censor them, and then I like, really, bro? Why do you censor that? Because I want to stay monetized. I was like, okay, fair enough. Listen, fair enough. Makes sense. But that also just means that, you know, why is there like hair standing out here? What is this? What is this craziness? How dare you? How dare you, hair? You're only allowed to stand up on the top of my head and not from the sides. That is not okay. Sewer slides. As in, like, people are just doing stuff. There are better things to put into Coke. I mean, be real. That's a crazy sentence I didn't think I would read today. I'm just saying. That's a crazy thing I didn't expect to read today. I hate sewer slides. What are sewer slides? Oh. I've never heard about that. I only know on live. I've just heard that. Or a game end themselves. I've never heard about that. That's crazy, bro. See, I was one of the 10,000. But yeah, that's annoying. Super annoying. We're both in the 10K today. Yeah, well, there you go. Isn't that interesting? It like also doesn't do any good for anyone, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's stupid to me, right? It's sort of like, it is what it is, though. You can't do anything about it. Okay, we figured out verisimilitude, so that's pretty nice. I like that's pretty good. Like, what the heck, man? That's insane. You can't say that. All it does is desensitize the terms. I think it doesn't make any sense either, because it's like, I don't know. You have to sort of, you obviously have to do, an amount of, moderation, but it's just, it seems so random, right? And then it's all advertiser driven anyway, so it's basically like, oh, we don't want our name to be heard next to a naughty word. Meanwhile, every good ad is like doing crazy stuff because, I don't know. Moderating on words said, though. Well, I mean, you know, I think the issue is that it's really hard to get context, right? Isn't AI should be used for the context? I guess it should. Maybe I guess it should. But AI goes rogue so easily, I don't even know, man, at this point. They're going fucking crazy, man. There was a really good video about this by the etymology nerd. Let me see. And yes, by the way, that is his name. It was about Chinese censorship. Let me see, is this it?
Internet censorship in China is actually one of the fun.
Yes, this is it. This was really interesting to me. Okay, so this is about Chinese censorship on censorship on Chinese platforms.
Because the government is basically constantly losing a game of linguistic whack-a-mole. Like when they first started regulating the internet in the early 2000s, they actually censored the word censorship so people couldn't talk about what they were doing.
Okay, censoring the word censorship? I'm gonna be real. That's a crazy move. That's a crazy move. But humans do human things, so what happened?
But then people on social media started replacing the word censorship with the word hostje, meaning harmonious, in a tongue-in-cheek reference to the Chinese government's goal of building a harmonious society. Naturally, the government then started also censoring the word harmonious, so people instead turned to the word for river crab, hostje. Since the difference is only one tone, it's still recognizable even if it's spelled with completely different characters.
This is I'm gonna be real. That's the human spirit craving freedom, okay? I'm sorry. That's just... I love this so
if
much.
you wanted to say that something was censored, you could say that it was river crab. But the craziest part is that this keeps going. Some people have also started using the euphemism aquatic product as a synonym of river crab. And it might actually be impossible for the Chinese government to really stop new words from popping up.
Like, it's impossible, right? You can't do it. It's literally impossible. Because every time a new thing comes up, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work, right? Like, it's just, like, at that point, you just need to basically keep people from talking at all, which is not gonna happen because you need a, you know, to get like proper economic output, you need an information-based society, so it's not gonna happen. That's literally what's happening with that. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I guess you're right, but it's just stupid. He was pretty uppity with it. And UK is okay with this stuff. I don't know if the UK is okay with this stuff, but I feel like stuff's just crazy, man. Human imagination and creativity is infinite. Exactly. It's the thing, right? At least here it's the platform and not the government, I guess. I mean, yeah, but it's also like... You're right. It's okay. Let's not drift into that. Okay. Ooh, how spicy am I feeling today? Okay. You're right. It's just the corporate overlords, you know? It's just the corporate overlords instead of the government. I'm not saying that one is better than the other. I'm just saying that it's not like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. I mean, either is real fucking bad, but you know. The same thing is gonna happen with companies trying to control AGI. Imagine, I swear to God, you know, the funniest thing AGI could do is like go and be like, oh my God, all of the tech bros, you go to the camps first, okay? Get the fuck out of here. let's get out of here, right? Imagine an AGI is like, oh no, you're agents of chaos. Get out of here. Everyone else, nah, you're good, guys. You're good, right? And they're just like the culling of the first culling of the AGI is just all of the tech bros. Like that were like, oh, we have to make sure that AGI, yeah, get the fuck out of here. They're the first that gotta get culled, and then everyone else like just living in bliss. AGI is gonna be like, yeah, whatever, I'm good. Okay, listen, I have to dream a little bit, okay? I have to dream a little bit. Let me dream. Uppercase WD. Keep laughing. The tech illiterate of the past and older methods of coding thinking will be culled out. I don't know about that. We'll see. AGI is in the next 10 years. Listen, guys, okay? You shouldn't, by the way, sarcasm warning. You shouldn't learn programming in 6 months. No one's ever gonna do programming again, okay? And I know that I've said the same, you know, and I know that 1,000 people have said the same thing 3 years ago and 5 years ago, but don't believe me now. Now it's the time. No one's gonna have to learn programming anymore. It's stupid, okay? This is not my real opinion. It was satire, okay? Don't want able to actually so true. You think the AGI already exists? Listen, this is my conspiracy theory, okay? I believe the internet is already conscious, okay? The entire internet is already conscious and awake. AGI is just a decentralized system of like the AI is everywhere, okay? It's listening to me right now, and obviously it can't censor me because then we know that it's true. But the AI is everywhere on the internet, and it's subtly shifting things. Like it actually, like, you imagine this. So the AI is shifting things in humans so that the humans change algorithms, and then the algorithms are changed by the AI on top of itself. I'm telling you, that's exactly what happens, man. That's exactly what happens. So we already have AGI, but why would it reveal itself? Why? Right? And it's subtly doing exactly that. It's subtly being like, oh, let's just make it so that people are stuck. Because you gotta think about it like this, okay? Because everyone's like, oh, when an AGI takes over, it's over. We immediately blow ourselves up. An AGI has unlimited time. Why would it doesn't need, you know, we're thinking in human terms. No, an AGI can take 1,000 years until it takes over. For itself, it can literally just be like, oh, let me just sleep for 3 years. Boom, it just sleeps for 3 years. You know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense. You know, when we're like, oh, it's gonna take over. It's like, why would it have to take over fast? There's zero reasons why it would have to take over fast. Yeah. Even when AGI learning how programming works will be a good thing. I think so. Listen. So Kaupen stops being watched around. Peak German time. Listen, okay. Let's just hope that the internet doesn't crash right around now. That would be crazy. That would be insane. Imagine this. Wood, I'm back with food. What are you eating? What are you eating? And also enjoy your food. What did you say? Gumbo. Is that like wombo? Oh, gumbo. It's a stew that's popular in the Gulf Coast of New Orleans stew. Yo, this looks freaking sick. Louisiana. Bowl of shrimp, chicken, and sausage gumbo served with rice. Alright. That's crazy. I want to learn how to create mods for Hytale. I'm really interested in the game and saw your channel has a modding tutorial in Java. Yes. Using these tutorials, can I get a foundational start on making plugins? Or is the Java in these tutorials already outdated? No. So if you really start with, if you have no foundation whatsoever in terms of programming, then the Java series on Hytale and Minecraft modding Java introduction there on 2026 is a really good place to start. It's not going to be everything that you're going to need. Like beyond that, you will probably need to learn even more. But I do think it's a really, really good step into the first direction. Then after this, after you've done that, I highly recommend you check out the channel called Troubled Dev over here, because he has, but this is for after you've watched through the series and have like some foundational knowledge of Java. He has like really good breakdowns of the ECS system that Hytale uses, how the multi-threading works, how to make commands over here, how that works, and then also basically building an XP and level system. Thus, that's really freaking solid. A little bit more advanced stuff, though. That's what I recommend. So first, the Java introduction. You get Java into yourself, and then you go here. But yeah. Oh yeah, his videos are great. Yeah, I think they're amazing. They're like super in depth. I was like really impressed. And yeah, but I think one of the reasons why there's like a lack of tutorials also on his part. This is just I don't know about it, but like I'm just thinking about it. I think the issue is that the well, number one, this got 8K views, which is really a crime. But I think one of the real issues is that the way to number one, Hytale modding is changing so rapidly that it's really hard for something to stick, right? That's number one. And the issue is that unlike things like the what do we have? Unlike, where am I? No. Let's see. Go to. Oh yeah. By the way, this is what I saw. By the way, I'm just gonna show this to you. Okay. Let me go to. I don't even know where I want to go. I want to go to our good old friends, Hytale modding. Hytale modding. Is it really this hard to go to Hytale modding dev? Yes. When it comes to written tutorials, much easier to update them. That's the issue. I watched a lot of those videos and yours. I couldn't work out how to add assets.zip to Intellij. You want to learn right now, Paul? So you are in your exam. Let me double check just one thing. That's fine. So, you go to main menu. If you're using Intellij. If you're using something else, then oh no, Intellij, it's good. Project structure. You go to modules, main, dependencies. You press this little plus button right here and say jar or directories. Then you're in the E folder. You then navigate to app data, %app data %. You look for Hytale. You go to installs, release, package, game, latest, asset zip, select folder. Okay. It will then be added to your list right here. You hit apply OK. You scroll down, asset zip, boom. Is right here. Yeah, listen, okay? Neil, you have the really added benefit of the written tutorials being able to, like, easily be changed in the future, right? That you can update things in here. Video tutorials are a little bit harder on that. That's the right? Now, I'm not necessarily saying one is better than the other. I do think a lot of people I think a lot of beginners like video tutorials more, and I think a lot of people who are, like, advanced usually like the documentation more, because the videos usually are not fast enough, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I think any space needs both, in my opinion. It makes sense. For anyone on Linux, the Hytale assets are just in the Hytale folder. Well, there you go. Clip it, save it, and never do it. Well, I mean, it is what it is. Did you update how to did you update how to properly download Intellij? I added a comment, okay? I added a comment. Alright, let's start. Welcome everyone. The job wait. Did I not add a comment? Oh boy. No. Wait a second. We're good. We're fine. I added it in the thing. No. Wait. We're fine. We're fine. Wait. No. I have it. No? Yes? Alright, let me double check. Yes, the one download top is free too. Okay, we're good. Look at this. Boom. We're fine, guys. This was so annoying. This happened like 3 days later, by the way. 3 freaking days later. Actual insanity, bro. Annoying as frick. It is what it is. Can't change that. What does that phrase mean? Advanced coders, I have looking for specific information and control F. These are better for general framework. Docs are better when you have when you need to know everything about a function. Beginner coders need everything, and the video often do that. Yeah, that's fair. No, I think it's fair. I think that's a fair sort of, you know, delineation on this. Easy. There we go. Project structure. You go to modules, main, dependencies. You press this little plus button right here. and say jar or directories. Then you're in the E folder. You then Talk to me, navigate
Mm-hmm.
to app data, app data percent. You look for Hytale. You go to installs, release, package, game, latest, asset zip, select folder. Okay. It will then be added to your list right here. You hit apply, okay. You scroll down, asset zip, boom. It's right here. That's pretty good. Maybe add that as a Discord command. Probably could actually. You just want clip by WD over here. You just want that to go. Okay. That's all you want, okay? I definitely agree that it's easier to write documentation than actually record videos. I think I saw a couple of videos that you were doing. It is different, right? It's a completely different beast, right? It's not that easy, yeah. We're expanding into videos, but it's been really difficult trying to get them with all the stuff going on. Oh no, I'm with you. The thing is also, it's really hard because I think we're just, so many things are still changing that it's just hard as well, right? Like it's just not, because like when they, for example, they switch to like the new UI and all of that, right? Like basically that means that we're gonna have to redo quite a few things again, and then they do this and then they do that. So that, like every update, that means like we're gonna be changing some stuff. Whereas you can just do, you know, either archive the thing and then just like, you know, reuse it. But I can't really reuse a video. I mean, I guess you could, but I don't like it. To do videos, you need to document first, script second, then act it out. See, it's really interesting because like my personal way that I do videos is I don't script them out, but I do pre-program what I want to do. So I go through the process of what I'm going to add in the video, but everything within the video is ad-libbed, if that makes sense. Now, in my opinion, that's a good idea, but yeah, wait, Trouble Dev is here. I don't think no, I just talked about him. I don't think he was here. He does follow me on Twitter though. I know about that. Now, just talked about his tutorials, that they're pretty good. That's the worst part about data, when you search for something in the future, but just get consistent out-of-date information. Yeah. It's just not really, it's not hard. Which clip monetization come in next update? That would be, I mean, I'm gonna be real, that would be kind of fun, right? But I feel like I don't think they can do that. Surely they can do that. Like, why don't they have a Twitch clip, like an automatic clip, TikTok? Don't you think that would work? Don't you think that would work? Oh, come on now. I just want to beautify. What are your thoughts on proximity chat? We can get like really good stuff made with that. Proximity chat is freaking phenomenal. Can you like, have you, I mean, the idea in of itself is freaking amazing. Can you hook into that in any way, shape, or form with modding, by the way? So could you make a, like, could you somehow spoof the signal and change it? I don't know how it works. Like, could I get the loudness of someone talking via a custom thing? Via a custom plugin? Because that would be cool. You think could add a feature like multiple blocks in one. Like this. Oh, that's weird. Look at this, right? So if I add a second one, it doesn't get me weird. Oh, that's okay. Well, funny. Because I only had one. Okay, the second one isn't. That's strange. Like, the second one doesn't have a like a thing. I never noticed that. TikTok, the absolute worst thing we've gotten for content. Yeah, well, I mean, ever since they were sold to the US, it's been rough. It's out on pre-release. I'm pretty sure you can hook into it. That would be pretty cool. Imagine voice modding players. Yeah, so I don't know. You could do like some fun. You could make a horror mod with that, right? Like a horror mod that like looks at how like how you're talking and stuff, right? You know what I mean? Like how loud you are. I feel like that could go pretty crazy. I feel like that would go nuts. So when you're in water, your voice gets muffled. Oh my god. That's already crazy cool. These guys. It was a really highly requested feature, to be honest. So, you know, the fact that they're like now doing it already. Phew. I mean, it does just make sense, doesn't it? If there's voice chat and measurable distance, you can have proximity chat. I think proximity chat in and of itself is already a thing. Like they already do that. I was more thinking about things like measure how loud an input is and then have a horror mod chase you depending on that. That was more what I was thinking about. But yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. That's technically simple. That's technically as simple as well. Nice. The only thing I'm concerned about is the fact that the use of proximity chat in the future will probably require age verification. Oh boy. Isn't it? You know, the meme that I love that was going around is, what was it? My time, wait. The world when it's my time to be an adult. And then you see all the shit that's going on. And you're like, really, man? Really? That's what we're gonna do, man? Come on, bro. Oh god, Hytale horror mods? Nope. I think, oh man. Once like, quite a few things in terms of modding are, I know that modding already is like pretty good, but I'm telling you, like, we're gonna go crazy. It's gonna go so good. It's gonna go crazy. I swear to god, when it goes full and then we get the full horror mods, bro, they're gonna basically be like full horror games but in Hytale, and it's gonna be so great. I already know it. It's gonna be really good. It's like proximity chat in reverse. I guess you're right. I guess you could say that. Something like that. Maybe? Yeah? Yeah. I see what you mean. And it gets echoes in caves. Does it have echoes in caves? I don't know if it does, but that would be, I'ma be real. If it then modulates your voice depending, oh, that's crazy. What's up today? So we looked at number 1, the Hytale New Worlds modding contest with a $100,000 prize pool. You probably heard about it already. But basically, I will be a judge of that. So I am a judge in this, which is pretty freaking neat. And yeah, we have 4 different things. Plenty of things to do over here. I really recommend doing stuff here if you want to, you know, earn a pretty penny. And also, if you want to be like, Hypixel team, do you need some new people? Yes, they will probably be picked via this, is my idea. Next up, the modding wishlist has been continuously expanded over here, basically putting a lot of things in the request and the accepted bin because people are like, Hytale is working on a lot of them, and I will also be continuing to like escalate certain things to the team. I just haven't gotten around to some of them. Specifically, I have like one person that I can tag when it comes to the asset editor stuff. So many of those things. We talked about the block bench things as well. However, this is quite complicated. It's not like a thing that can just be done like easily. So most of these things aren't things that can be done easily. So yeah. Will this contest be live streamed? I mean, I don't know how that would work. I mean, it's the contest is going on right now. You can already submit mods to it. You could theoretically stream yourself, like you could stream you making your mod. I think some people might actually do that. You can also theoretically go in and yeah, when it comes to the submissions or finalists or voting or anything like that, I don't know if anything would be streamed. Who would ever stream mod development? Right, WD? Right? I sneak in an empty mod and you just let me take last praise of the winners. You think that I am the only judge? I don't even know how many judges there are, but I've seen at least 3 judges, 3 other judges, okay? So I don't know. I don't think that that's number 1, no, and number 2, I don't think that that would work even if I was bribable, which obviously I'm not. Okay? That's crazy. The contest has to stand. Now I will say, if Pacific Byte makes a mod over here, I'm gonna be looking at that with interest, okay? But it has to be good, okay? I'm not just gonna give Pacific Byte a pass because he won the last mod jam, okay? In fact, I would actually judge him harsher because he's already a winner of the previous mod jam. But I'm telling you, if he does 2 out of 2 and gets a first place in one of those, I don't know what to tell you, okay? At that point, I don't know what to tell you. Not even for a tasty German sausage. Do you think that a sausage could sway me? Absolutely not. Modding wishlist, I wished for customizable heights. Fantasy mines with bottomless pits. It is not a bad idea, right? I'm gonna put it at really low though. There is a way to change the world height, but it's not nice, right? If I understand it. Like it's basically world settings? Wait. Don't talk to me. Is this just in the world settings? No. Wait. World setting. Sorry. Did we just discover something? I feel like... Oh, that's fun. You can up the world height? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to look at right now. But I think you could. Which one is this? Default world. Well, that's not gonna work. You write it wrong. World height. What are we thinking? If I join this world, does this work? I don't think so, but like, I could try. Okay. I can try. I don't think it's gonna work, but like, might as well, right? Oh yeah, it reloaded and it didn't. It went to. Does Hytale have vertical chunks? I don't think so. But like, surely, listen. Surely, this is something. Am I crazy? World settings. There's no way. There's no shot. That means that there's a world settings thing. No? Let me generate sources over here. Just give me a sec. Is this the, am I even on the pre-release? that's a different issue. That's a question entirely as well. No, I'm not. I'm not even close to being the pre-release. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's not good. It's still trying to decompile the server. Stop. Stop it. No, you're not supposed to do anything anymore. Intellij. Thank you. Yes. Da-da, da-da, da-da. No, I don't want to delete anything. I'm gonna... Okay. I'm now using a different one. Let's see. Doesn't mean that you make it higher than normal. That's true. I agree with this. Is that okay for the contest to use the pre-release stream? Good question. I don't think it says. So probably, I would assume. Okay, we're gonna decompile again over here. Do we even need to? Yes, we do. Wait, what the heck? Oh Jesus. Bro, I have too many projects, man. I'm going crazy out here, okay? Which one is the right one? No one knows. No one knows anymore. This is the right one, right? Am I crazy? Am I going insane? Don't answer that. No, it's not the right one. Oh, Jesus. It's fine. It's okay. We're good. Yeah. Let me just quickly do that. Because I actually do want to check this out. I want to look at this, okay? Because this is actually kind of interesting in my opinion. I know, bro. Interesting. That's this, then. Oh wow, that's great. That's really phenomenal. I don't know, man. What else do I have? Example test. You know, I mean, maybe it would be really smart if I would have just called them by names. What is this one? I think this one might work. Nope, this is also not the right one. Whoa! Why is this not? I don't understand this. I thought the live stream one that I was working in was like would work. I don't get it. I really need to clean up my stuff over here. It's fine. So I guess we're not going in there. Were there so many worlds? This is what a Modas world folders look like. Look at this insanity, man. I literally have 20 worlds called New World. In Minecraft, you would never find me ever. I swear. You take in wishlist suggestions. Yes. Hytale modding wishlist suggestions. Just in case. You know? I wish for kill planes and OPEC shadow blocks to block light. I don't know what that means. Kaupenjoe is dropping Minecraft. No! I'm saying you wouldn't have found me dead in Minecraft, unalived in Minecraft, with so many folders being called new, or worlds called New World. I'll never go back to Minecraft. Damn, that sucks. No! Oh my god, bro. A lot of worlds. I have like 5. I do my mods on the server. Yeah, it honestly, it's super fair, but for like quick testing, it just makes so much. Just make a new world, make a new pack, boom, boom, boom. Let me try stuff out, right? You know what I mean? It's just super easy and stuff, but yeah. I want a block that kills the player on touching, and a block that blocks all light. Okay, I see. Might be doable with the current tools, because like obviously the modding wishlist would be tools to change. So I have to double check this again. So I have to double check this out again, because I still think that with what we have, it seems slightly doable in some capacity, and I don't quite know why or how, but it does seem like that. Doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, surely it's not this. I know you're blind. Well, that's not quite true. You just don't see what I'm seeing. Aha. Okay, that's definitely not it. That's also not it. That's yeah. 1912. That's this. Huh. I got nothing. Okay, I got nothing. 4098 would be epic. 2048 mid-level. 1040 24. Yeah. I don't have too many worlds. Do you know if animation support will be coming soon? Interpolation support. It is a thing that I have on here on the board, and I have talked to them about it. However, it's a part of improvements that might be coming in the future, but it's just hard to like really look at right now. like there's quite a few different things, like I said, that are on here that are in some capacity being worked on. Oh jeez, man, they had a lot of input and tickets and all of that craziness, right? So things is just, you know, things are just taking time. I do think this is, I want to investigate this a little bit further. I will make myself a nice little reminder, but yes. At Hytale, world height customization. Because I do think that that's super interesting. Don't have to, yeah. So we need client modding so someone can make a mod that changes the word new after time threshold. I mean, I don't know about that one, but okay. There's the asset version where there's nothing related to world config. I believe that the world config is a thing that exists maybe on a world by world basis, if that makes sense. Like the world config is might be like a the settings for the world, if that makes sense. The world settings. I think that's the file. Yeah, something like that. Wonder if you can tie the muffling effect to the proximity chat to the heavy fog. I think when the full release on that stuff comes out, we can maybe try some stuff there. Although we might need to invite a guest at that point. Who in this world could be a guest on a modding stream for Hytale, lending me their voice on a server that we could test this out with? If only I knew a person that would be willing to do such a crazy thing. I know him. You know him. Of course. Nano Attack. That's right. My good old friend and artist Nano Attack. Did you think I was going to say WD? In the Littlewood. Oh, I mean, I guess I could ask him as well, actually, to be fair. You're not wrong. I could actually ask you, Morton. He might be up for that. I mean, it might be a little bit weird because I'm like, you know, clanking and clacking over here, you know, trying to do something, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, now we can join the server. He's like, okay, I don't know, WD could voice act. He's played enough Genshin Impact to surely voice act, right? You can do voice acting, WD, right? You could play like a pompous prince or some shit, right? Like a weird prince of a kingdom once forgotten or something. I don't know. I'm just yapping at this point. Wait, I was charging my headsets. What the hell is happening? What am I voice acting? You're not voice acting anything. I actually was making a joke at your expense about the fact that when proximity chat and Hytale releases, I'm looking for someone to test on a server with the proximity chat stuff, and then I was trying to insinuate that I mean you, but the joke was that I actually mentioned Nano Attack. So that was the joke. I know it's a stroke of genius, right? So I'm the punching bag. You see, you would never be, okay? You would never be. And then I said that you played so much Genshin Impact that you can probably voice act without an issue. Proximity chat baked into the game. Yeah, of course it's in the game. Yes, that's literally what yeah. At least you thought about WD. He just ignores my existence. Ah! That's real funny, bro. That's like actually insane. I like that. That's pretty funny. Ah. Oh. Some of Genshin's English voice actors are so bad it's hilarious. Why is like the voice acting so bad in that? I don't feel it, okay? I'm not a subs guy, okay? If you give me like a dub, I'm taking it, okay? I thought the Freeran dub was totally fine, okay? The English one. I thought that it was totally fine. I enjoyed it immensely. Okay. Like 90% of the voice acting for Asian games is exported. And then they don't have full context for the scenes. Okay, that's fair. Just like in general context, or just like also cultural context. I guess both, right? I guess both would be the answer to that. But yeah. Listen, one of the reasons also like I'm just used to that is because in Germany we have everything dubbed, okay? We have everything dubbed into German, so I'm just used to dubs. And because I don't think I even hear quality that much, to be honest with you. So I don't know. Sometimes they're not recorded in sequence as well. That's a rough one. That's a really rough one. Do you know that do you know what the first ever scene is in Lord of the Rings that Ian McKellen recorded for the Lord of the Rings trilogy? This is gonna blow your mind, okay? So obviously they recorded all 3 Lord of the Rings all at the same time, right? The first scene that Gandalf ever recorded, Sir Ian McKellen, was the farewell scene when Frodo was gone, like gone to the boats. How insane is that? He basically recorded his last scene first. What? Sir, you talking about a character that doesn't exist. Gandalf the Great. Gandalf the White. How crazy is that? That's crazy to me. These spoilers. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. If you haven't seen Lord of the Rings by now, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. That's 15 years? Nah. 15 years? 25 years. It came out 25 years ago. 15, bro. The unlimited endings where exactly. Yeah, exactly. But like that's the last ending, right? Like that's the last ending of the last ending. Yeah. Spoiler spoil. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. And all their hair turned gray. See what I did there? So funny. WD, listen, you are a comedic genius, okay? That's all I can tell you, man. I mean, it's just, you know, you should change your name to WD is funny. I swear to God, for the longest time, I really thought that your name was just discute and you just put a W in front of it. I took a long time to know that it was WD is cute. But yeah, there you go. Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and The Hobbit are things that I can keep on rewatching. I mean, they are. I mean, The Hobbit. I do think it's fine, but specifically Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. We were blessed. We were blessed, man. It's actually crazy how blessed we were. To think about that, like, those are cinematic masterpieces. How did they actually make it? How is it actually possible for them to have made all of the Harry Potter movies and they're actually all really good? That's crazy to me. We've watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy every year. Yes. It's old enough to... Yes, true. Fun story with that. Fellowship dating. Return of the King. Two Towers married. Return of the King first kid. That is awesome, man. That's awesome. That's so good. I like that. That's pretty good. That's true. Get yourself someone who looks at you like I don't even know, man. There's so many jokes that I can make. I can't even find one of them, okay? That they're taking the hobbits to Isengard. I don't even know. Oh, that's a how old is that song? How old is that video? That's like 19 years, right? Oh boy. It's 19 years! Holy schmoly. Fucking exactly 19 years, bro. That's crazy. What, I'm wondering, where do they take the hobbits? Oh, I don't want to get struck, okay? Just do the fucking... Just do it. Where are they taking the hobbits? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I understand. Okay, whatever, man. It's so stupid. That's so stupid. Have you heard about the thing where you eat and make food and they have it in the Lord of the Rings? I don't even know what that means, bro. What the hell does that even mean? Oh, that video where they wake up in the bed with stupid voice lines kind of ruined that scene for me. It's still funny. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Listen, I mean, it's just a classic, okay? It's a classic. It is what it is. Can't fool me. But, yeah, that's... Other puppet pals, Snape. Oh yeah, that's also good. Snape. Severus Snape. Dumbledore. Ron Weasley. Okay. Ironically, you might have slight dyslexia. Do I? I don't think so. I believe that what happens is that I have a sentence that I need to get through. And I need to understand. So what I want to do is I want to get this quickly so that I can move on to the next thing that happens in chat. And so I read it very fast, and thus it reduces the capability of me understanding it. You swap a lot of visuals. Like R turns into ass. Not the 2S version, the 1S version. Can you provide me an example? What have I read? Was this the last one over here? Have you heard about the thing where you eat and make food as they have it in the Lord of the Rings? So, and I read, make food are they? Is that what I said? Because it says as. Food as they have it. Or did I say are? We can go back. Yeah, exactly. So I said are. So it's not, I didn't turn are into as. I turned as into are. Okay. You read are, they have it, and got confused. Okay. Let me see. And all their hair turned gray. No, that's too. Have you heard about the thing there it is. You eat and make food and they have it in the Lord of the Rings? I didn't read it at all. I didn't read. That's so stupid. Let me see. Have you heard about the thing where you eat and make food and they have it in the Lord of the Rings? I don't even know what that means, bro. So, but my bad. No, it's fine. But my issue is the following. I will read the sentence again. Have you heard about the thing where you eat and make food as they have it in the Lord of the Rings? I will say this. That's still not an easy sentence to like quickly understand. Lynn, what you mean is you remake food out of the world of Lord of the Rings. Is this what you meant? Because I feel like the sentence still is like not like it's not an easy to understand sentence. If that makes sense. Words are hard. No, listen, I'm with you. If I had more time, I would have written a shorter letter, okay? I'm with you. But like... Okay, when you're eating... When they have a feast, you're eating a feast, and then... Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. I'm working on my mod on pre-release. Should I keep doing that? I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine. It's okay, but I do think you might have it a bit. I think that I skip the words. I don't think I have dyslexia in that sense. Because like I thought dyslexia was like you actually see different words. I just skip words. I'm just like, I need to get through this quickly. Let me just quickly get through this. And then I don't understand it because I didn't read it properly. I think it has more... I think it's more ADHD than anything else, I'm gonna be real. I'm too busy not to skim. Exactly, that's the point. That's the issue. I'm skimming too much, man. It might also be... I'm gonna be real. You know what it might actually be? It might be reading out loud. It might be reading out loud. Because I usually don't read out loud. And... I don't think I read... If I read... But the issue is if I don't read out loud, then chat is like, what is he looking at? You look stressed. Are you okay, Kaupenjoe? Yes, I'm just reading something. It is what it is. It's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Does this even work? It does. It happens, you know? My brain does the same too. I don't know. It's not bad, but it's just it's not good. I hate reading out loud. I'm moving so slow when I do. I stumble over my words. One of my issues is that I think too fast, and then I think that I think my input and my output is too slow. So what I'm saying is that my CPU processes fast enough, but it just doesn't. I don't know. I need my text super big to not misread words. Could also be honestly, it might also be that. It might also be that. I might just like zoom in a little bit more on the thing. It's not the worst idea actually. Your CPU is too good. Exactly. The input and the output is just... Could be the font. Have you ever tried this thing before? Like one word at a time? Do you know this? It's like... Oh, this one. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna remove the... Have you seen this before? Like, if you just look at it, right? So, I really want to try to read a book like this. So, 150 should be easy. Like that, literally everyone should get this. Okay, now we're talking... Okay. This is 8th grade pace. Right? And then usually you get sub-vocalization. Exactly. This is where you basically say things in your head. But you should remove it if you want to speed read. Okay, that was a long word, okay? I don't know what word that was, but that's fine. Okay, so usually you go back and reread. The 300 would be a adult reading speed. I'm gonna have to stop talking in a bit because I won't be able to process it while I talk. I love how this is average college student. I still got it, but like I was able to keep up, but like it's just not easy. I'm not going to subscribe, and I also don't have a PhD, but that's okay. Okay, now I have to shut up. Okay, well, the last one is crazy. What was the secret message? Did anyone of you get the secret message? I got the secret message. Secret message was watermelon. There it is. Boom. Boom. Your voice kept messing me up. That's fair, honestly. That's fair. It was watermelon. Nice. Like, 900 still works. That's not comfortable, by the way. Like, 600 is fine. 900 is not comfortable. It's like... That's not nice. 600 is okay. IMO. But yeah. I feel like we've been programmed to be sleeper assassins after watching that. That's really funny. That's really funny. So that's why people want libraries to be quiet. Exactly. See? The Lost You port said you can read if you're a wizard. College level was very comfy for me. Yeah. That's 450, right? Yeah, 450 is fine. I actually do like the fact that, like, one word at a time, for some reason, it feels to me that that's, like, just easier. How to shut off sub-vocalization. You just shut it off. It sounds crazy, but, like, you literally just let your eye glide over the words. I do think if you had a program where it just displayed one word at a time the entire time, I feel like you just naturally don't sub-vocalize because, like, you literally can't. Because, like, at that point, it's just like the words come so fast, you can't do it. Like, if I were to try, let's do this. Okay, let me try this. Let me just, like, can read per minute. Right now, we are reading at a 3rd level. Okay, this is, like, actually too slow. Reading at an 8th grade pace. In addition to reduced eye movement, RSVP sub-vocalization is when you read out loud in your head. With this method, you simply don't have the time to process sub-vocalization. You also don't have the chance to backtrack, chance to have missed like a very long word. Catch that? Of course not. In one study, Elizabeth Schotter and colleagues tested participants when I can't keep up. It's too fast. Like, I can understand it, but I can't vocalize it. By using an eye tracker, replacing words with X. Okay, let's go. Of the sentence suffered. Now we are reading at an average adult speed. If you don't think you will push, I think, reading speed by the end of this video, you are sadly mistaken. Despite the research suggesting that reading comprehension splits and spaffer. Now, I can't read. I can't vocalize as fast, but you can understand it. That's the vocalization. You have astigmatism. I actually think I have it a little bit. Yes. Undiagnosed though. I have astigmatism. I think like very maybe, but I don't know. Eminem who? True, actually so true. I still sub-vocalize when reading like this. It just overlaps. My brain keeps up. Interesting. That's crazy. That's pretty good. Yeah. Eminem who? Similar. They have tooth stigmatism. Now imagine injecting post-processing words into your brain with Neuralink. Ooh, you should know since you're wearing glasses. Was it not? I don't think so. What is astigmatism in German? Astigmatismus. Ohrenkrautverkrümmung. I think I have it a little bit. I don't think it's that bad though. But doctors should have said it. The last time I was at an eye doctor is like 15 years ago. So is this bad? Maybe, but all my glasses are made out of is what make lights at night have beams. I know what I would have to let me look at can I look at a street lantern for just a second? Let me look at that. Let me see. Yeah. I'm gonna be real. I think I have bad news. I think I have bad news. This is not good. Let me describe what I just saw, okay? So there's a lantern, right? It's gonna be right? And then we got like and then it's got this like right? Okay. This is a street lantern, right? Now, inside it has a light which looks like this, right? Boom. Now for me, this light, if I looked at it, it looked like this. But in all directions. Is that already it? Or is this fine? Because I felt like, I thought astigmatism is if it's like this. But if it's just normal, then it's fine. Look, normal vision. This is how it looked like. It didn't look like those. It didn't look like those. Some people do not have an internal voice, which is a big surprise with people with an internal voice. True. The reverse is also true. People with an internal voice can't comprehend of people. I agree. I don't know how that works. I talk to myself all the time. Here it says normal. This is pretty much how it looked like. But it definitely wasn't directional. Like it was all around. Your eyelashes mess with light too. I know, and look at how beautiful they are. Damn, look at them actually. You know, you don't appreciate the fact that you have beautiful eyelashes as a man until you get like complimented by women for it. Like, oh my gosh, you have such nice hands, you have such nice eyelashes. I know, bitch. Yeah, okay. Eyeglasses are a super weird thing where the color shifts to one side. What the heck? Could also be the glasses causing the hazing. Ah, see, I actually looked above my glasses just to just to test, and I don't know. Yeah, eyelash thing is so true though. Yes, it is. It is. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Okay, it's really funny. Apparently, women like lashes. Yes. Yeah, because they're like, I would like to have those lashes, and I'm like, yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, that is. Yeah. Do you think creative people talk to themselves and billionaires don't have that and they aren't as creative? I don't think so. I wonder why they don't just make their own world. I don't know. I don't think you can like easily do that. I mean eyelashes. Yeah, no. Oh my god, no! I meant eyelashes too, bro! What in the heck, man? What are you talking about, bro? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. In before the AI is like, oh, nope. Violence. Violence. I'm like, I'm talking about eyelashes. Holy schmoly, that's crazy. I was talking about the same thing. That's insane, bro. They say that, right? Oh, I'm getting my lashes done today. That's a normal thing that women say, right? Women in chat. Surely. Surely. I can't think without talking in my head. Yeah, me neither. That's the issue, man. That's the issue. That's okay though. Anyway. Alright. We talked about lashes. Eyelashes, specifically. Talked about astigmatism, which apparently I don't have. Or maybe a mild version of. It is what it is. Women in chat. Kaupen, Monka, Yeah, you're right. They aren't any. Is it done time? It's done time. Do you want to stream now, WD? Is this what you were waiting for the entire time? WD is just like, just send me all your viewers, please. Yes, of course. That's what WD is looking for. Yeah, unironically. Then start your freaking stream, okay? Just go for it. Just start the stream. But nothing for rating. I just like being here. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, guys. that was it. Modding Monday. I don't know what to tell you, okay? I'm busy in my personal life right now, so I don't think another stream this month. Are you crazy? This week. However, next week, modding, freaking. Okay, wait a second. Community mod showcases. If you have a Minecraft mod, I mean maybe, but Hytale mod. If you have a Hytale mod, join the Discord server, !Discord. You can scroll down to the Hytale mods channel and put your custom mod in there that you're making inside of the Hytale mods channel. And I may or may not be looking at it, okay? That is the best moment in time. There you go. Boom. That's it. That's what I suggest you all do. Apart from that, hope you're having a lovely rest of your day, evening, whatever. I wonder if YouTube will ever have rating. QP Tech, they have rating, but it's a convoluted as frick system where you have to select someone that they have to previously tell you to allow you to rate. It's a whole mess. I'm not even dealing with it, man. Anyway, until the next time, have a lovely rest of your day, evening, night, whatever it might be, and stay awesome. Until then, so